Welcome in, everyone. Today is May 6th, 2025. We are going to bring you a makeup game between Silver Lake and Nemaha Central, and then we got all the equipment out. We all kind of decided we're just going to stay around for the JV game and let those girls get some airtime, give some love to them as well for working their butts off this season. So we're going to do both games tonight. I'm Cody Steinluggy. I'll be calling the game for you. Got Bo Burkett on the color. Bo, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
We got Caleb Ridenauer on the production. And in the second game, actually, I'm going to have to change up my introduction because you're going to be working production, Bo.
And we're going to have Caleb on the mic.
Apparently
not. I was misinformed about that.
No, you're going to stay on the mic.
Oh, I get to stay on the mic and screw things up on the internet feed. All right.
Yeah, so you're going to run the production truck and get your feet wet a little bit in case we have some scheduling conflicts in the future and want to do one of these games and Caleb can't make it. So
sure. I'm just going to need your phone number to put out over the broadcast for people to send complaints to before we start.
I tell people all the time to send complaints to Mike Stahlbommer at SCTV. I mean, he's got a whole file full of them for me by now, I'm sure. So, but a little bit overcast, but weather is still a beautiful day for our softball game today. While we have a minute, let's go over some of the starting lineups for both Silver Lake and Nemaha Central. First off, for the visiting Eagles is going to be Haney. She's going to be playing center field. Batting second, it'll be Lowry playing the hot corner. Then Zordell at short. Cook, their pitcher, is going to be batting cleanup. After that, you got Hyman. She was in the bottom of the order last time. She is going to be playing first base. You got Moeller at designated player. You got Wendy in left. Swigert behind the plate. Liggett at I almost said at fourth again, at second base.
Fourth base.
And you got Connor in right.
Yeah, it looks like Paige Hyman, if I'm not mistaken, she was she a third base last time we played him? I know she was down in the lineup around 8.
I want to say she was still first base.
Was she first base?
Yeah.
That she did quite a bit of damage against the Thunder here in that first game, and they've got her up now into the 5 spot, one of those power spots we talk about.
Yeah, if I recall right, the first game, most of their damage came from 6 through 9. Yeah. Yep, so on the opposite side of the score sheet, we got in the Nemaha Central. Ava McKinley's going to lead things off. She's going to be playing shortstop, followed by Marin Heinen in right. In the 3-hole, you got Emma Hermish, and she's going to be behind the dish. After that, you got Alex Burkett batting cleanup. She's going to be playing second base. Reagan Garrity's going to be towing the rubber for the Thunder tonight. And after her, you got Sadie Haverkamp as a designated player. Then Katie Nordis at first. And Kennedy McKee playing third base. After that, you got Jordan Haverkamp in left and Natalie Hamas in center. Natalie Hamas will not bat. Sadie Haverkamp takes her spot. So Nemaha Central takes the field, and we're just a couple minutes away from the start of the second game between these two. The first one, Silver Lake walked away with a 10-run lead. I mean, Silver Lake, this is a good team. They have 6 losses on the season, I believe. All but one of those losses are to 5 and 6A schools. They did split with Jeff West. So,
runner-up in last year's 3A bracket, and look every bit the part this season as well from what we've seen.
Yep, we said it at the beginning. It was a litmus test of sorts to see where Nemaha Central stands, and we can do that again today.
Yep, absolutely. NC finishing up or starting into kind of a tough stretch here
really,
for them.
Yeah,
heavy part
gauntlet.
Of their schedule. But did well last night. Got a couple wins against Hiawatha squad, as we talked about. You probably want to keep down, and now you come in and make up this game against Silver Lake, and then you head down to Meriden, Kansas for a couple with Jeff West on Thursday night, and those are going to be big matchups as well.
Yeah, Jeff West having a heck of a season as well, behind a couple of really good sisters that are good pitchers, and they got a good balanced team down there.
Yeah, and they'll be hungry coming out Thursday. They dropped a couple to Holton last night, so they're going to be looking to get back on track.
Yep, so Caitlin Haney, the decorated basketball player for the Eagles, is up first. Moving up in the box to get a strike called.
Did he call this? Called a ball.
Oh. Okay. Going to take a little bit to get used to Paul's calls. Haney offering at that one, trying the slap hitter approach.
Yeah, looks like Garrity working low in the zone here. That first one, a little low and away, is what I think where Paul had called it. Got the swing and miss on that one in a similar location, maybe just a little bit closer.
Slapped it over to shortstop. McKinley has it, throw over to one in time. Nice play on the infield from Nemaha Central, McKinley and Nordis at first. So 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Lowry for Silver Lake, playing the third base position for the Eagles today. Shot through the gap between third and shortstop, and she'll be on with a base hit. So Lowry's going to be sitting at first. That'll bring up Zordell.
Yeah, Zordell had a big fly the last time we played him. Had several we talked about out over that kind of the Thunder dugout there. But
really likes to turn on that ball. And when she did turn on one and hit it over the fence, cleared the fence by a good 30 feet. So Lowry on first. Not a good secondary lead from Lowry. Not sure if she's much of a candidate to steal, but she did not get off the bag by more than 6 or 7 feet there. So that's something to keep an eye on.
And you got to wonder with Zordell batting, I figure she's probably one of their big power bats. You're not going to try and risk too much if you think she's going to drive this run in with the bat.
3-hole, you're going to have some power. Shot back up the middle.
Looks
McKinley has it, steps on 2, throw over to 1, not in time. But they do get the lead runner, and there's 2 down now in the inning. So
looked like Garrity had just a chance at it, got the glove up and maybe tipped it just a little bit and just enough to McKinley made a good pickup, got that out at second, but it took just enough off of it, probably made that double play a little tough to turn.
And there's no guarantee that if she doesn't get a piece of that it doesn't go into center field.
Yep.
So Cook will be up to bat, and just the decorated pitcher already signed with Washburn. We get to face her twice now with the delay between the 2 games.
Yep.
Lucky us.
Lucky us. Looks like Garrity working up in the zone a little bit more here to these last couple of hitters. And it's worked out so far.
Cook fouls it into the fence, and she's down 0-2. Garrity getting the marching orders from the dugout. And here's the offering. Shot through the gap in between third and shortstop, and they're going to try to go first to third, throw in, and Zordell does make it first to third. I mean, just hard base running. There was no hesitation going around second, and Cook is in second with a double.
Yep, kind of picking up right where they left off here. Just really hard contact, and they've found the holes here. Put runners on second and third for, is this Paige Hyman now or not quite?
This is Paige Hyman, yep.
And again, we talked about it as we came in. This was the hitter that did a lot of the damage in terms of RBIs against the Thunder the last time they faced each other.
This would be a huge boost for Nemaha Central to have to strand runners on second and third in the first inning, though, as well.
Absolutely.
So if Reagan Garrity can get out of this.
Looks like we got a courtesy runner there for
strike call right at the knees. I saw that too, number 8.
Number 8, but I don't have her name in my book. Let me see if I can pull up the lineup for you. Be Gerber for Silver Lake, now running for Cook.
Here's the offering from Garrity. Right on the top part of the zone, gets the call, and Hyman is down 0-2. Hyman wasn't too happy with that call. Not sure I blame her.
Yep. Either way, she's in an 0-2 hole here. She's going to have to do some work.
Yeah, but here's where you got a couple pitches to play with. Don't give her anything she can square up. Strikeout, and then Reagan Garrity gets out of the trouble.
Big out there by Garrity with runners on second and third and work out of that jam.
Absolutely was. 5 come up to the plate, and Silver Lake strands 2. It's a 0-0 ball game as we go into the bottom 1. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
National Bank is truly a locally owned bank. It was started 40 years ago by a group of approximately 15 families in this Nemaha County area. Their desire was to have and to start a new banking institution, and they did. CNB is truly committed to the area and remains very locally owned. So stop by and give us a chance to be your financial partner.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Bottom 1, no runs across in the top part of the order for Silver Lake. While we have a minute, let's go over some of our sponsors. TFI Family Services, Soother Building Supply, Crestview Nursing Home, Farm Bureau Insurance, Community National Bank, and Ag Partners. Up first for the Thunder is going to be Ava McKinley, playing shortstop today.
NC will get their second look here at Kendra Cook.
Yeah. When you play a doubleheader, usually that dominating pitcher doesn't get to come out for the second one, and with the everything going on with the first one, then having to replay it, we get the opportunity to face her twice. And she goes upstairs on McKinley for the first ball.
And if these NC Thunder's hitters' memories serve them well, they'll stay off anything up in the zone, because I do believe she comes fastball, rise ball. And late in the game, it seemed like we were able to kind of get her off that two-pitch groove and get her to throw some other stuff to take advantage of it. But if you continue to chase rise balls and strike out on rise balls and pitches up in the zone, she will continue to throw them.
Yep. McKinley up in the count, 2-0. Good rip. Caught just a piece of it. 2-1. Upstairs once again, like you were talking about, came and changed that eye level, and went up top.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough, right? This 2-strike count. You've got to be able to fight it off.
And she does just get enough of it. That's going to be in for a hit. And McKinley gets on with a little Texas leaguer just past the second base.
I mean, whatever it takes to get on. I believe Kennedy McKee and Alex Burkett might have been the only people to get a hit against Kendra Cook the last game. I know it was late before either of them got on.
And there's the bunt from Heinen. Throw over to 1 is going to be in time. McKinley does move up to second base, so Heinen comes in and does her job and gets the sack bunt down.
Yeah, nice job by Marin there to get that bunt pushed out there and move McKinley up.
So now a runner in scoring position for the 3-hole hitter, Emma Hermish, behind the dish today for the Thunder. Fouled back into the fence. 0-1. When a batter fouls a ball straight back like that, it shows you she was right on it.
Yep, had the timing, just didn't quite square it up.
Yeah, so that bodes well for NC in this at-bat. And then she chases one up around chin height.
Yep.
Now she's down to the count 0-2, and that opens everything up for Cook.
Got an idea of where she's going here, Cody.
Coming back up?
I think she's probably coming upstairs.
Upstairs, you called that one, and Emma Hermish obliged and offered at it. So that'll bring up Alex Burkett next.
Said you've got to have a memory as a hitter when you step in there. Understand that a lot of those rise balls especially are not going to hit the zone.
Upstairs, good stop from Zordell behind the plate. Or not Zordell, Swigert.
Of course, it's easy for me and you to sit back here and say lay off that high pitch, but as it comes out of her hand,
upstairs, so Burkett's been able to hold off on a couple of them.
And these are the counts you need to be in against this type of pitcher. When you get to those 2-strike counts, you just can't hold off a lot of times. It looks like a fastball coming out, and it finishes above your hands.
Ooh, right down the middle. Alex must have been thinking something else because that was a good one to turn on.
Yep. Got to understand that 2-0 count, especially in this 4 spot. Like, you are the power hitter. You're expected to drive the ball. At 2-0, you've got to be ready to knock that thing out.
Tip back and into the fence. That'll even out the count to 2 apiece.
Now you got to battle. Try and lay off anything that she's going to throw you up in the zone, but again, coming out of her hands, it probably doesn't look like it's going to be up in the zone until you're already committed.
Swung on and missed, and that's strikeout number 2 and out number 3 on the inning. So Nemaha Central gets one over to scoring position but ends up stranding one. So top 2 we go. 0-0 ball game. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV.
Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
A really good game against her. I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Either that or she had the first hit.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. We're trying to figure out. I can go back through my stat book and see.
Like I said, I thought Kennedy McKee, if she didn't have multiple hits, I know she had the first hit, but I thought she might have had 2 or 3 hits against Kendra Cook the last time we played.
I will, once we get a break here in between innings, I'll go back and look at the score sheet from the first game and see what we can unearth. So up next will be Moeller. Swung on, shot. Nice catch at second base by Alex Burkett, laying out and getting dirty. So 1 up, 1 down for the Eagles in top second. Thanks to a sensational play at second.
It's genetics. Her mother was a great softball player.
You had that one in the chamber for a while, didn't you? And just waiting for her to do something spectacular so you could say it was genetics.
What can I say? Plan ahead, Cody. Plan ahead.
Strike call, and that will be Wendy up to bat now. Wendy playing left field for the Eagles. Strike on the outer part, and Wendy is down 0-2 quickly. Garrity receiving her marching orders from Coach Lindsay Haug in the dugout. See what she calls. A good location. Tried to get Wendy to bite.
Yeah, nice pitcher's pitch there. Just keep it a little outside the zone. See if you can't get her to chase one.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Wendy. Here's the offering from Garrity. Swung on, shot foul down third base side. We'll do it again.
Looks like Wendy making a concerted effort here to go to the opposite side.
Shot out to the gap in left center field. They're not going to catch that. Haverkamp has it, throws it in. They do hold Wendy to a single, but she will be on. That'll bring up Swigert, the catcher for the Eagles. Wendy didn't really put a huge charge into it, but just put it right in the perfect position.
And the 7-hitter comes through with the single there for Silver Lake, and now we'll see the 8-hitter. And again, the bottom part of this lineup working for Silver Lake, even though they've switched it up a little here. Still able to get some base runners out of it. Let's see what the 8-9 hitters do.
Swung on, hit towards right field. That's tailing away.
It'll be out of play.
Yep, just going to get over the fence, out of play. And I remember this from the first game. Swigert does not have conventional batting gloves. That is a leather workman's glove. Something you would wear while throwing hay or fixing fence.
Interesting. I do remember that now that you say it.
Swung on, hit a mile in the air.
That might come out.
And wind is pushing it, and it's going to reach the seats.
Duck and cover over there, folks.
Now, wind is pushing in a little bit from right field, or kind of left center.
Yeah, it's pretty calm when we sat down here to get this game started, and it's picked up here in the first couple innings, and feels like it's kind of blowing right into us right now.
Upstairs, Swigert held back. She wanted it.
Yep.
So 0-2 count still to Swigert.
1-2 count.
1-2, excuse me. Yeah, we just went over that. You'd think some of this stuff would eventually register.
There's a lot going on.
It registers, it just doesn't stick. Strike three called all right on the outside part of the plate, and Swigert goes down looking. So that's the second out of the inning, and Liggett come up, the freshman, the lefty, the 9-hole, playing second base today for the Eagles.
And we talk about it a lot. It's important to get these outs here with 2 outs and the 9-hitter up. You don't want to turn the lineup back over with multiple runners on here, even though you have 2 outs.
Outside, bit gets just past Emma Hermish, and that's going to allow Wendy to take second base. Good heads-up base running by Wendy.
Yep.
Now that's a big base, because now anything from Liggett, a single scores it.
Absolutely, and she's off with the pitches here.
A little upstairs, 2-0. Here's the offering from Garrity. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat, and that's going to be foul, out of play.
Still a 2-1 count here, so.
Yeah, Garrity's got some work to do.
Yep.
Well, stoppage of play as we get some of the foul balls back to the catcher.
Yep.
In the dirt, good block by Hermish. Throw down to third, no runner. Good job from Emma Hermish behind the dish, and that be a brick wall back there. Keep it in front of you.
Yep. Then find your runner and hold her at second as well.
Yep, that was textbook. Swung on, hit towards left field, tailing away. Yep, that's down for a hit, and that's going to score 1 run for Eagles.
Jordan Haverkamp having a heck of a time out there.
Throwing to third underneath the tag. Yep. Haverkamp, that ball was tailing away from the get-go. It landed in fair territory, maybe, 2-3 feet, and went all the way towards the fence.
Well, and as she kind of got to it, she got over the top of it and then lost her footing, had to get up and recover, allowed the runner to probably advance into third base there, unfortunately.
Yep, so Wendy does come around to score for the first run of the game. And Liggett now sitting in third base, a prime opportunity for Silver Lake to get more as they turn the order over, and Haney, the slap hitter. Haney takes one low.
As she slaps, she's going to draw that left side of the infield in, which is going to draw Ava McKinley probably towards third base. So Might leave a hole there.
Upstairs, 2-0. Strike called right on the bottom part of the zone. 2-1 now to Haney.
Trying to see our defensive alignment here a little bit. Looks like McKee is a few feet off that third base line.
Slapped, and that's going to be foul down third base side by about 4 feet.
And I would think that might draw. I think you'd want your third base just a little closer to that line with this hitter up to bat.
So count evens out at 2 apiece. Stays with the slap and gets enough of it to stay alive. Fouls back into the fence. Liggett sitting at third base. Swung on, shot down the line. That one's going to be foul too.
Yeah, I mean, she's got one thing in mind right now, and it is push it up that line. She's getting up the line with power the last couple times.
How much do you bring in Jordan Haverkamp at this point? If she's slapping, I'm bringing her up to the edge of the dirt.
I was going to say, and I'm more interested in, like, hugging that line over there and trying to take it away. And there she goes out to left field.
And Haverkamp is there, and she makes the catch and puts the Eagles down. So 1 run comes across. They do surrender 1 at third base, but it's a 1-run ball game as we go to the bottom 2. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Being one of the top investment custodians in the country is something we're proud of, but we are even more proud that we made it happen from right here in Seneca. C&B Custody is the best in our industry because of our people that were raised in this community knowing how to work hard, on farms, in small businesses, in sports, and at some of the best schools around. Our Kansas values mean we know how to treat our customers right, something our competitors can miss. Working as a team, we accomplish big things every day.
Right.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. SBS Insurance, United Bank and Trust, Nemaha Valley Motors, St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church, Cook and Company, and C&B Custody. So Silver Lake plates 1 in the bottom or top half of the second inning. Nemaha Central's opportunity. They will have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Garrity, Haverkamp, and Nordis. Or 5, 6, 7, excuse me.
Yeah, early in the season, Garrity started at the 4 spot there. She may have been batting 4th when they played Silver Lake last time. I can't remember when they made the when they switched that around a little bit.
Garrity getting her 400th career strikeout last night against Hiawatha. Accomplishment, but Alex Burkett herself getting her 100th
nice
strikeout as well.
Milestone of her own.
Back into the fence. 0-1. Garrity is a all-or-nothing swinger. And her brother is the same way on the baseball team. I mean, there's no control with it. They just, I mean, when they get it, they get it.
Yep, step up and drive the ball.
As a strike called, Garrity down 0-2. But a lot of those hitters, you say, choke up and just outside. But a lot of those players, you'll say, choke up a little bit, shorten your swing.
Yeah.
And she goes for the fences with every swing. She's that type of hitter. Swung on, that foul backing out of play. Will stay 0-2.
Yeah, and I feel like this Thunder team has really maximized a lot of what they have in this team, but I think there is still room for improvement, and where there is room for improvement is probably the power numbers of this hitter right here.
Swung on and missed upstairs. Garrity goes down swinging. And we're not dogging on Garrity. She's an excellent hitter.
Just a little tough luck this year. She's been a little more up in the air than she has in the past. But the nice thing is there's still plenty of games left in the season to get it going here.
So that'll bring up Sadie Haverkamp, the hero from last night's game, as she walked it off in the 7th inning against Hiawatha with a single between first baseman and second baseman. Scored the tying run and the winning run on that play. Upstairs. That evens out the count of 1 apiece.
Having a little trouble focusing on my scoring here. I'm a little too into the game.
Well, my scoring is immaculate, so what do you want to know? As Haverkamp swings and misses.
I've got myself caught up now, but I about got killed with the baseball, though.
Yep.
I would never have known what happened to me.
Outside pitch to Haverkamp. 2-2.
I might sneak in the dugout and grab a helmet.
Yeah, we might need it. That's the second one that came over here. Swung on and missed, and Haverkamp goes down swinging for the second out of the inning, both coming at the hands of strikeouts from Cook. That's her 4th of the day so far.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we expect when we come into this game.
That'll bring up Caroline Nordis, the sophomore.
And when you get in those spots, like the first inning we had runner second and Emma Hermish and Alex Burkett up at the plate. They've been your 2 best hitters thus far this season. You really like to see them cash that run in.
Mm-hmm. Missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed. That'll even the count at 1 apiece. Cook very efficient so far. Hasn't got deep in the counts with many people. Is just the 7th batter of the game for her. Good hold from Nordis. Cook tried to bait her with one upstairs again.
Yep, looks like she caught on there. Looked like it was going to be good, but got up above the letters.
So 2-1 count. That one offered at, missed. That thing had a little bit of strange movement to it as well. It wasn't a straight change, but she took a little something off of it. I wasn't sure exactly what pitch that was.
Yeah, it might have been a fastball.
Upstairs, and the count's full. Maybe just a 90% fastball.
Yeah. Didn't look like it had the rising action on it. I think she's thrown 3 or 4 rise balls here in this at bat.
Strike 3 called right across the top of the strike zone, and we will go to break. As we go top 3, it's a 1-0 ball game. Nemaha Central trailing. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
Welcome back, Thunder fans. Head to the top part of the 3rd here. Thunder in a 1-0 hole right now. You're going to have to work through the middle part, 2, 3, 4 of the Silver Lake lineup, starting with Lowry.
I'm sorry about that. I got a phone call.
Lowry with a hard single to left field the last time she was up.
Yep, I have Lowry hitting into a fielder's choice. Oh, no, she was out in the fielder's choice. Zordell hit into. Yep, you're right. I told you mine was immaculate. Strike called. Lowry right at the knees. Swung on. That's going to be a little Texas leaguer. That's going to be tough, and that's down for a hit.
Looking two. There's no coverage at first there.
Yeah, might as well get off that bag a little bit, see what they're going to do. Nordis was chasing after the ball and needs to retreat back to first base in that situation. So Lowry on with her second single of the game. Zordell hitting to a fielder's choice, her first time. Now she's squaring around to bunt.
I'll be surprised.
See if we can get the runner going. And she does swing away. Fouls it back and out of play.
That errant foul ball from the baseball field has me wondering, do we have a dump button on the broadcast in case,
We have a mute button, yeah. So if
there's no way your hand is fast enough.
if people will understand if you take one in the head from a baseball, I guess. Swing around. She does try to lay down the bunt. It's going to be fouled off, and Zordell's down now 0-2 in the count.
Color me surprised. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that she actually made the attempt for it. It feels like a little bit different type of game than it was the first time. A lot of big innings in the first one. This one looked like they're going to be scraping for every run possible.
So far.
Outside.
And I wish I had a little better memory because, as I recall, I think the game actually stayed close for maybe an inning or two the first time through, and then Silver Lake had a big inning and then kind of just took over from there.
And Zordell squares around a bunt with 2 strikes, swings away, hits it into center field. Heinen is there. She makes the catch. Hamas, dang it. We have Haverkamp, Hamas, and Heinen in the outfield. I screw it up all the time. I apologize.
Weren't you wanting some credit before the game for how well you've done with those 3 in the outfield?
I was, and then, yeah. So that'll be the first out of the inning as she flies out to Hamas.
Nice play by Natalie out there.
That'll bring up Cook upstairs. 1-0. Swung on, hot shot to shortstop. Throw over to 2, then 1.
Got her.
In time! A 6-4-3 double played in the inning. Caleb, did you get the replay of that? Yes, we did. So great job turning 2 on the inside part of the diamond between McKinley, Burkett, and Nordis over at first base. So it's still a 1-0 game as we go bottom 3. You're watching Nemaha Central softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
There's a place where we all come together. A place where everyone knows your name and what the usual means to you. A place for conversations and for comfort. The best biscuits and gravy in town. We know what it means to love a community, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. Well, everyone's a little rusty tonight. I called Natalie Hamas, Marin Heinen earlier, and then Caleb, who said he had the replay, did not. He got the wrong one, and here is the correct one, I believe. Look at the camera work by our production team as well. Nice job, Caleb. So we got the right replay this time.
Don't worry, folks. It's all downhill from here.
I don't think we've gotten much up the hill yet.
I just meant we're going to hit game 2 and turn the production over to me.
Oh, okay. First batter of the inning is going to be Kennedy McKee.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Thunder turn some of that momentum off a big play into some good at-bats here, get a few runners going. McKee had some success last game against Cook, and Jordan Haverkamp has been hot all season. So.
Swung on, fouled back out of play. We play. Yep, I'm trying to go back into my score sheet. Strike called on the inside part. Ugh. That one's a tough one to take. She almost had to get out of the way of that one.
Yeah.
Either way, that'll bring up Jordan Haverkamp with one down now in the inning. Outside pitch, 1-0. Chased after one of the eyes. Yeah, McKee went 2 for 3 in the last one. 2 singles and then a strikeout at her last at bat.
Yeah.
The only one, no, I guess Alex Burkett upstairs.
Yeah, Alex had a line drive over the shortstop, which Zordell climbed the ladder and nearly pulled down.
Yep, a couple of walks. McKinley got on once with a single, so pretty few and far between for hits in that first game against Cook.
Yeah, and as I recall, like all but Kennedy's came last time through in the lineup.
Swung on a miss, and now it counts 1-2 to Haverkamp. Swung on a miss, and that's in the second strikeout of the inning. 7th strikeout of the game for Cook. That'll turn the lineup over, and McKinley will come up.
Second time through here at the third inning. I feel like that's a little bit better start to the game than we had last time.
Good hold for McKinley.
But still have some adjustments to make here. Got to lay off that high pitch and get into hitters' counts. Thunder have been able to get to 2-0 counts, but haven't quite been able to push it to 3-0, 3-1, where you could really get a pitch to hit.
Foul back into the backstop. That's 1-1. Change of speed. Puts a charge into it down the right field line. That's going to be foul. How far foul was that? We have a terrible position from where we're sitting at.
It was fairly, probably 8 to 10 feet.
Okay.
But it was deep. It was in the corner out there, but definitely tailing out.
So still 1 ball, 2 strike count to McKinley. Upstairs, got her chasing. That's the 8th strikeout of the game for Cook, and 3rd in the innings, 3 up, 3 down. As we go top 4, it's a 1-0 ball game. Silver Lake in charge. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
We are looking for what everybody's looking for. The employee who wants to come to work, wants to do what's right for the company, the same thing everybody's looking for. In order to entice people, we have a really good benefit plan, great health insurance, ownership, believes in good benefits for our people.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital, and Shelter Insurance. Still a 1-0 ball game. Silver Lake hanging on to a 1-run lead at the moment. They will have up Hyman, Moeller, then Wendy, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Swung on and fouled back towards Emma Hermish. Might have got a piece of her.
Yep.
And Hyman, you can tell what she was thinking with that swing.
Yep.
She was thinking nice, easy trip around the bases, not having to sprint.
I think up and down this lineup, especially through the middle.
And there she puts a charge into it out at left field. She is on with a single.
I just don't know that they have much other mindset when they step up, especially if they're leading off an inning.
So that'll bring Moeller, who was robbed of a hit by the second baseman, Alex Burkett, her first time up.
Oh,
that
one
straight up.
Cody, that's you.
I knew it wasn't me. I didn't move. It nearly took out our production crew. Nearly took out our camera.
Yeah.
But if you didn't notice, I mean, I didn't flinch. I was cool as a cucumber.
That's because I let you know where it was going.
No, I didn't try to say
Caleb, you're on your own.
You got hands. You can catch it. She squares around a bunt. No throw down first, and then the ball gets past Burkett. Hyman's going to take third on the overthrow.
Looked like we gave up on the play there for a half second and didn't actually do our job to get over and cover the bag. I'm not sure what we were thinking there. But not the type of mistake you can have against this team and in this game right now.
Nope, man. Silver Lake's such a good team that they're going to capitalize on any mistakes. See what they do now with Moeller at the plate. 1-1 count. Strike called on the inside part. Upstairs, Moeller started to go, held up.
Garrity creeping up on 50 pitches here. I think she threw around 110 to 115 last night. I don't know that she'll be on any kind of a pitch count today.
Swung on, that's down for a hit in between shortstop and third base.
Looks like Reagan Garrity found a soft spot in front of the pitching rubber there. Looks like she's okay. Working out that left ankle.
So now 1 on, nobody out for Wendy, who got on with a single, came around to score the first run of the game for the Eagles. The second inning. Squares around, does get the bunt down. He was charging over to 1, and it's misplayed by Burkett, and that's going to be out to the outfield. Runner rounding third, holds off. So Moeller got a good charge around third, held up, and Wendy will be sitting on first.
It looks like the Thunder had the play made there. Just Alex Burkett couldn't make the catch there at first base.
What do you got for a score?
It is 2-0.
That's what I got too. Yeah, and they got 3-0 up there, and they're just making sure. Hyman came around to score. Moeller sitting at third. There's no other place that could have scored.
No, it's 2-0.
Yeah. And maybe Lindsay Haug saw something in Reagan Garrity kind of wincing with her ankle.
Yeah, she, like I said, she on that pitch found saw a hole or a soft spot there in front in the pitcher's circle and landed with that left ankle, and I believe that's the maybe turned it just a little bit there, but she had the glove off and was favoring it, working it out. But she's going to stay on and throw here.
So that'll bring up Swigert to the plate. Swung on, hit a mile in the air. Going to be trouble, and it does come down with nobody making the catch over in foul territory. All 3 players converge on it. Someone needs to take charge in that situation, and it should be Marin Heinen charging in, calling off the first baseman and second baseman. Over to third, coming home with it, and they got the runner dead to right.
Nice play by McKee there to pick her head up and find that runner coming home. Good positive play for the Thunder there to start chipping away at this jam they've worked themselves into a little bit.
So Swigert's on first base now with the fielder's choice. Moeller was thrown out at home, so we got Wendy at second and Swigert at first now, 1 out in the inning. And Liggett up to bat, who had a triple her first time up.
Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner for Swigert here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't quite read it at 23,
26. Memphis Platt.
Do you have a 26? I don't have a 26.
All right, so back to action. Liggett will be the batter. Little nubber off the end of the bat. That's going to be in for a hit. One run is going to come around to score as the throw goes to second.
Yeah, got to know where your runners are. That's probably a throw that Marin Heinen needs to bring home right there.
Mm-hmm. So Wendy comes around to score. Swigert moves up to second, and Liggett's sitting on first base with another hit. She's 2 for 2 in the game, and that'll bring up the top of the order, and Caitlin Haney, the slap hitter.
Thunder having a bit of a snowball inning here, giving up a few runs on some less than clean play out in the field.
Haney tried to bunt it, goes foul.
You get the out at home plate there on the fielder's choice, you know, that can hopefully stop some of that bad momentum, but giving up a run on a, I don't know that we make the out at home there on a throw home, but probably where the ball needs to go and just kind of indicative of how this inning has gone so far for the Thunder.
Outside, and you're splitting hairs there too, you know. Yeah. If that throw goes home, there's a good chance that Swigert takes third base on the throw as well. At this way, you got him still at second and first instead of first, second, and third.
Yeah, absolutely.
Upstairs, able to hold off was Haney. Haney had her feet planted solid in the box that time, not going for the slap. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swung on, hit to the second baseman, over to 1 in time. So Burkett able to record the out at first base. That'll move the runners up to second and third now. But there are 2 outs in the inning. And up comes Lowry, who hit a single in the first, single in the third.
She's been to right field and left field so far in this game.
Swung on over to Nordis at first base, and she's got it to record the out. So 3 runs come across for Silver Lake in the inning, and it is a 4-0 lead as we go to the bottom 4.
3. Your scoreboard, I believe, is still wrong.
So, yeah, I am still looking at the scoreboard wrong. I have it as 3 as well. I should have trusted myself. Jeez.
More than the scoreboard.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Welcome back, Thunder fans. The top part of the lineup here for the Thunder coming up. Maren Heinen, the 2-hitter. Maren had a sacrifice, or last time at bat, laid down a nice bunt to move McKinley over to second. Thunder unable to get that runner moved up anymore. McKinley stayed at second.
And there we got the scoreboard. We're positive it's 3-0, right?
Yep.
All right, because we got the scoreboard operator on board now.
So your scorebook says it.
Yeah.
The game changer says it. I don't know. Ball one low there to Maren Heinen. Kendra Cook had 42 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth, so pretty efficient, cruising right along.
Swung on, and that's pop up to the second baseman. That'll be played for the out as Liggett makes the catch. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter and the catcher, Emma Hermish. Popped up and out of play. 0-1.
Yeah, it's not late in this game yet, Cody, but you are facing a pretty tough pitcher.
Upstairs, 1-1. Yeah.
I need to start seeing some runners here and doing some damage here, especially this middle part of the lineup.
Yeah, and you're not going to get 3 runs back on one swing, so just play station to station. And
well, you might get one.
Yep, as she puts a drive into it, left field at the fence, caught by Wendy. Robs a home run from Hermish. Excellent play by Wendy in the outfield. Not sure if it would have cleared it. It was pretty darn close.
It was hooking, but it looked like it was going to stay just inside the foul pole there.
It was going to stay fair, I'm pretty sure of that, but I'm not sure if it would have got over the fence or not with that wind blowing in. Either way, that's just a loud out, and there's 2 down now in the inning. That'll be Alex Burkett. She takes one outside. Swung on and missed. Burkett sitting at 1-1 count. Back into the screen.
See if Alex can battle back here in a 1-2 count. She had worked into a 2-0 counter first at bat without much luck.
Upstairs, 2-2. Swung on, put a charge into it, but that's going to hang up for the center fielder, Haney. She's going to back up and makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down. I think we're going to stay right here, and we're going to talk a little something. The reason why we are playing this game today, as the tragic events that struck our community a little over a month ago, it was a very, very surreal experience for us 3. There had been rumors of what had happened. The teams both said, we're going to take the field and play and see what happens, because at that point everything was just a rumor. Nothing had been substantiated, and towards the end of the game, the first game, we all got the word that indeed our beloved pastor and friend, Father Rule, had passed away from his injuries sustained. I do remember in that game seeing Nemaha Central players wiping tears from their eyes while in the batter's box, while out on the field. It was a very surreal experience. And out of that did come some good. Have to give a tip of the cap to Nick Hamilton and the Silver Lake fans and the Silver Lake players for their grace and their compassion through the entire event. One of the things that will stick with me was after the first game, how each team locked arm in arm out on the field. These girls don't know each other, but they all said a prayer together. That was a very moving moment, and I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of Nemaha Central Athletics, on behalf of SCTV, and everyone for their grace in the situation.
Well said, Cody.
Thank you.
The Taylor Zordell to start us off here in the top of the 5th. She takes strike one looking. She's showing that bunt again with no runners on now.
Pulls back, and Hermish has one in the dirt. That'll even out the count at 1-1.
I would be interested to see what her bunt single stats on the season are. It's probably like 7 or 8 now that we sit here in disbelief on it.
And she's pulling it back already. Shot down the third base line. That's going to be fair. She's going 2 all the way, and she's going to be in there. So Zordell starts things off in the 5th with a double. And like we said, there's just no relief from this Silver Lake lineup, top to bottom. And once again, the 5 through 9 are the ones that have been doing the damage and scoring. And this will be Cook, the pitcher, with a runner in scoring position. Foul back and into the screen. 0-1.
Yeah, and the Thunder are not alone in this against Silver Lake. I mean, they're a team that scores on, it looks like every team they play, they're close to double digits.
And we talked about a litmus test for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now they're hanging in this game. It's a 3-run. I mean, that's the swing of the bat difference. Swung on that one's tailing foul. No chance for Haverkamp to get to it.
Yeah, and the tricky part will be stringing those hits together against a pitcher like Cook can be difficult.
Yeah. But as long as you're within, 2-3 runs,
you have an opportunity. You have a chance for sure.
And that was nothing like the first time these two teams played. No advance from the runners, but like we said, just recently there was a few things going on with the team at that time. I mean, you can kind of write off what happened in that first game. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
This is going to be more of a litmus test than that one. Shot over the third baseman into left field, and they're rounding the runner at third. No play. Throw down to second. They do have the runner at second base.
Got the Gangnam Style put out from the outfield umpire there.
So Cook gets thrown out at second base after the single, trying to stretch it into a double. Good cutoff inside. Was that Emma Hermish that picked it off and threw to second?
Yeah, the play came home, and Emma picked up the read there, the runner going 2, and made a nice throw out to Alex Burkett to get the tag on.
So that'll bring up Hyman, who's been a Thunder killer so far. She pulls one foul. Hyman was a strikeout victim her first at-bat, hit a single and came around to score her second, one of 4 runs now for the Lady Eagles. Pulled a string, and Hyman was able to sit back on it.
There. Yep, Holmes has a play.
Yep, Holmes moves over. I thought the way that came off the bat, I thought that was carrying a little bit better, but that breeze is still kind of working its way in from that direction.
Yep.
Maybe held that one up a little bit.
2 outs now in the inning.
I'll bring up Moeller, who robbed of a good hit in the first and then got on with a single. Got thrown out in a fielder's choice when she was at third. Upstairs.
Just a little low and away there.
Low and away, but I don't know what his call was. Upstairs, ooh.
Might ask for an appeal there.
And the first base umpire doesn't even know what he's saying. They're asking down there. Oh, jeez.
No swing. I'll drive the count to 3-0 here with 2 outs.
And she's on with the base on balls. That's the first walk for either team today.
Yep.
So Moeller is on. That'll bring up Wendy. Wendy got on an error, and her last at-bat was on with a single, her first.
Yeah, this is probably where we started to have a little bit of trouble picking the ball up and making some plays.
Mm-hmm.
Going to need to work through that this inning, this time through, if you want to stay in this game.
Hot shot back to the pitcher, and it's going to bounce off of Garrity. That's going to roll to the outfield. No advancement from Moeller from second to third. And then now they throw it away, going back to the pitcher. And both Moeller and Wendy are going to move up to third and second. Can't lose focus.
Yeah, and that seems to be what's going on with the Thunder here. I'm not sure how the ball got off. Garrity McKinley may have been reading that ball to make a play on it and got caught over there. We just had nobody in the area as it rolled to the grass, and then the ball tipped off Garrity's glove coming in and was just rolling around in the infield while the runners advanced.
Low and away for Swigert. So an opportunity for Silver Lake to blow this game open. They've been keeping us at arm's length so far, but a big hit by Swigert here is almost going to make it unattainable going against a pitcher like Cook. Not saying couldn't happen, but your percentages go down exponentially if these two runs come across. Swigert sitting with a 2-0 count. Good hitters count. Garrity's going to have to come in. Swigert does foul it off. 2-1. There is a base open, but Liggett, the 9-hole hitter, she's got a triple and a single so far, 2 for 2 on the day. Yeah.
It gets scary when you're trying to work around your 8 and 9 hitter to get to the top of the lineup.
Yeah. That's the truth. Upstairs, and it's 3-1 count. So you should see something hittable for Swigert in this spot. Swung on, popped up, and that's going to reach the seats.
And a car, maybe.
So count will be full. 2 outs.
Yep, big pitch here. Runners will be on the move.
Runners, well, there's no one at first, so they won't be full go, but.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep. If it's a walk. And they're full go, and she runs right into an out at home. Shot up the middle, and that's going to score 2 for Silver Lake. So Moeller comes around to score, and Wendy comes around to score from second on the 2 RBI single from Swigert.
Yep.
And now it is a 6-run ball game.
Straight back up the middle with it. Just a 3-2 count that you need to come through the middle of the zone, and she takes it right back at her and scores 2 runs.
So that'll bring up Liggett, the freshman playing second base, excuse me. 2 for 2, had a triple in the first and a single in the third or fourth. Puts a charge into it out to left field, and Haverkamp is there, squeezes it to make the out. The damage is done. 3 runs come across for the Lady Eagles in the top half of the 5th inning, and Nemaha Central's got some work to do. If you're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV, we'll be right back.
Some are old. Some are new. Some are just right. The perfect home is a place created from the thousands of memories shared within it. A place for laughter, a place for comfort, a place for family and friends alike. We know what it means to have a place we call home, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Excuse me. 6-0 game now as we go to the bottom 5. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Garrity, then Havercamp, then Nordis. Not a lot of offense on the day for the Thunder.
Yeah.
Very first hitter of the game got on, and that's been it. Ava McKinley got on with a single first at bat, and there was a sack bunt to move her over to second, and then from that point on, it's been strikeout. 8 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough matchup anytime you have to face her.
And if you haven't heard, she has verbally committed to pitch at Washburn. She's a heck of a pitcher. As Garrity puts one out to her to center field, but Haney is there, and she squeezes it. 1 down in the inning.
And Silver Lake currently sits atop the Big East League standings there. They've got 1 loss in the league. Thunder second now, I believe, probably after the results last night in Jeff West.
Yeah.
But have taken 2 losses on the season, 1 to the Silver Lake squad already, and I believe Perry got him in extra innings.
Upstairs for Havercamp.
This will be a good it's a good learning experience to play a team like this and have to see this type of lineup, because if you want to advance and get into the state tournament, advance in the state tournament, you're going to have to be able to play against these teams that can hit probably 1 through 6, 1 through 7.
Yeah. Shot over to the third baseman, throw over to 1. And plenty of time to get Havercamp. And 2 down now in the inning. Excuse me. And that'll bring up Caroline Nordis. Strikeout victim looking her last at bat. I don't know what that was. Swing miss by Caroline Nordis.
Are we getting a foul ball back in, or did a foul ball go back out?
I don't know. But as usual, it was a lot bigger deal than it needed to be. Upstairs for Caroline Nordis. Swung on and missed, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Upstairs, evens out the count 2 apiece. Should Nordis get on, McKee will be next. Swung on and missed. Good cut from Nordis, just missed it. Cook is a absolutely fantastic pitcher, and that's what she does.
Yep.
Makes good swings look bad.
Yep.
So as we go top 6, it's a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be an independent insurance agency? Here at SBS, it means that our customers can be confident in knowing they are getting the coverage they want for the most competitive rates. With our independent status, we are able to partner with multiple competitive companies to quote your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. Contact your local SBS office today to find out what an independent agency can do for you.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital and Shelter Insurance. So we do have a pitching change. Alex Burkett is coming on to toe the rubber for Nemaha Central. Garrity is going to go to third, and McKee is going to go to second base. And you noticed it. She had really, ever since you
yeah, I think the
kind of fell in a prairie dog hole out there.
Yeah, but I thought it was the it's the left leg. It's the left ankle, I think, that's been giving her trouble, and I believe that was the one that she stepped with. But she's been favoring it just a little bit, trying to rotate it, work it out as she's over at third base there. And she pitched quite a few pitches both games last night, so probably due for a little bit of a break.
Top of the order, Haney in the box. Trying to get a slap bunt down. Not swinging on that one.
And the Silver Lake lineup has seen Garrity now, probably.
There is a bunt. Thrown third base line. Throw over to one. That air mails it, and that's going to get out to right field. Haney's going to take two on the overthrow.
Yeah, the Thunder have not brought their sharpest defensive game to this contest tonight, and it's cost them.
In there for a strike called against Lowry.
Yeah, before the bunt there, I mean, this Silver Lake lineup has seen Reagan Garrity for a game and 6 innings now, so probably getting a little bit familiar with her.
Swung on a miss from Lowry. And she's down in the count 0-2. Tried to pull the string and catch the corner. Just hung it a little bit outside.
Yep. Yeah, and after the regional setup we saw, this should be the last time, unless you were to match up against this team in state, right, that we would you would see Silver Lake.
Yeah. Lowry thought about it, thought better of it, and that's a 2-2 count. Swung on, popped up, and that's going to reach the seats. There was an audible gasp from the crowd, so I'm thinking that hit a vehicle.
Must have been a nice one.
Yeah.
Did it have a Nemaha Valley Motors sticker on the side, white truck, with trailer attached?
Nope, that got taken back last night after the game. Ooh, good pitch on the outside part. I thought that was going to be strike 3, but it's a full count. Oh, that's a tough one.
Going to have to come after her now here.
Shot back up the middle. Haney's rounding third, and they're going to send her no throw home. So Haney comes around to score on the single from Lowry. So that's where that overthrow comes in big. Could be sitting with runners at first and second now, and that's a run.
Yep. And again, credit to Silver Lake, 3-2 count. They know it's coming in the zone, and they just take it right back up the middle.
In the dirt for ball 1. Swung on, that's going to be fouled down the first base side. That'll even things out at 1-1. Cook will be next, followed by Hyman. 1 on, still 0 out in the 6th inning. Hey, now we got that foul ball.
Knew that would come in handy at some point.
Popped up, and that's going to reach the spectators.
Got the light. A little bit of a ricochet there off the top of the light field lights here.
I have a recreation to the ending of the natural.
Yeah. Well, what's the chant? She hit it over the fence, wrong fence.
Oh, yeah, try again. Okay. Zordell still sitting 1-2. Oh, cued it off the end of the bat.
Pocket. Take it to 1-2, no?
I got it at 1-2, yep.
It'd have to be 2. We've just had 2 foul balls.
Yeah. Lifts it out to right center field. Heinen's there. Does catch it, and the runner at first base was halfway. So she comes back. That'll bring up Cook, the pitcher. Single in the first. I'm not sure what happened in the third. I didn't catch it, but a single in the fifth.
Double play.
Oh, yep. That's where I decided not to screw up my nice bookkeeping. Throw down second on the steal. Good throw, just drifted a little bit too far to the first base side. That would be a foul tip. So it'll be 1-1 count to Cook. So 0-2 instead of 1-1.
Yeah, he had called strike on the stolen base.
Well, can't tell. He doesn't really make a gesture.
Let's say you're the Silver Lake coach there had come down and asked for clarification too.
What's
we're doing now? He's having a conversation with the first base coach.
Oh my gosh!
And we're talking to the Silver Lake fans, I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
gonna have a conversation with the coach.
Got any anecdotes you want to bring up in this situation? Lighten the mood?
I don't, honestly.
All right.
I'm a little blank right now.
No dad jokes or nothing?
I think we stayed up too late last night and had too much fun with the band. I mean, I guess we could go over the idea I had for the promotion again.
Yeah. Swung on into the fence. One ball, two strike.
Burkett ahead in the count here. Try and be a big strikeout if we can get it.
Pull the string just a little bit outside. Everybody remembers that call on Major League where he said just a bit outside. But nobody remembers on the next pitch that was 4 feet above the catcher. He says, tried the corner and missed. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. That's every time I see one just outside and missing that corner, I always think of that.
I think I make that call at 36ers practice a bunch, but nobody but you and I pick up on that one.
Upstairs, that one's going to get past Emma Hermish.
Tried the corner.
Lowry will move up to third base on the pass ball.
Yeah, we need a mascot, a bull.
Put it out there in left center field. Free steak dinner. Fouled off again, and this is a good battle between Cook and Burkett. 8 pitches, is that what we're up to in this?
Boy, I would have to look on it.
Yeah, neither one wanting to give in. That's what
Cook
competition's
doing a nice
about.
job here, yeah, of fouling pitches off and spoiling them.
And once again, she'd been underneath every one.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost want to keep staying up in the zone, get her to chase something. And
yeah, 3-2. I mean, I would love to see Burkett come in here with maybe a curveball riding in on this left-handed hitter. Maybe try and drop it on her hands, but that's a pitch that you're going to have to be able to locate.
And Cook didn't mean to go, but did just get a piece of it.
I think she might have gotten that ball might have gotten a piece of Emma Hermish again.
I think so too.
Right off the hand there on the bare hand.
Yeah, usually plate umpire goes out, and I don't think he caught that. Give the catcher a break when that sort of things happen. Outside, and Cook earned that walk.
Yep.
And be Hyman up to the bat now. 7-run lead for Silver Lake as they're going to get a courtesy runner. It will be number 8, Alessandra Gerber.
Runners at the corners here with one down. We'll expect Gerber to move up on this pitch.
Upstairs, they do snap throw back down to third, and that's going to get past the third baseman. 1 run is in. Gerber's coming from first to third on it. So Lowry comes around and scores. Gerber goes first to third on the overthrow. And what started out as a close game has now become a rout for Silver Lake. The ugly swing by Hyman had her crossed up there.
Yeah, a little tied up on I don't know what pitch that was, and on the hands a little bit.
And to Hyman's credit, she knew it. As soon as she swung that, she had a big smile. I was like, oh, man, why'd I do that? Upstairs, 2 balls, 1 strike. Whew. Change up just stayed a little bit inside. 3-1 the count.
The pace of this inning is glacial, I feel like.
It is.
It's not been in this inning for quite a while, between the stoppage of play there for a few minutes to the really nice battle between Cook and Burkett.
Upstairs, and that's a walk. So Hyman's on with a walk. Cook sitting at third. And that'll bring up Moeller, designated player. Oh, yes, that is the courtesy runner on third, excuse me. And Hyman does take second base. No throw down. It's to be expected. Moeller up in the count, 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0 count now. Burkett having a little bit of trouble locating.
Yeah, she needs to reset it a little bit here, you know. Having trouble finding that strike zone, take a few seconds extra.
Strike in there. That's a 2-1 count now. Moeller officially 1 for 2 on the day. A single in the fourth, line out in the second, and a walk in the fifth. Shot out to shortstop. Throw over to third, and they're going to get the runner at third. One run does come across. So Cook whoever was running for Cook.
Moeller, I believe. Moehler, not Muller. Moeller.
No, it was Alessandra Gerber.
Oh, Gerber, she was courtesy runner. Did we not just discuss
running
this?
for Cook. Yep.
My apologies.
Popped up, and that's going to be caught by Reagan Garrity in foul territory. 3 more runs come across, and it is a 8-run ball game as we go to the bottom 6. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Work-life balance, being 10 minutes away from my kids, my own home. There's so many benefits to being in a small company in your own town that you know people and you can go to do those things. You can get to your kids' events and not worry about you're missing something.
Anybody out there watching that has, self-esteem, confidence issues, you got to believe in yourself. I mean, I've been looking at the scoreboard all game, and the scoreboard's been wrong, most of it. If I'd have just looked at my scorekeeping and actually trusted myself.
I mean, you broadcast with confidence. You just have to throw it out there and roll with it, Cody. We can always come back and correct in the next half inning.
I'll give plenty of corrections. It's actually a 9-0 game. I said it 8-0 as going into the broadcast, but trying to turn that around and be an inspirational quote to people.
You're always inspirational.
Believe in yourself. Even if nobody else does. That's the way I feel a lot of times. Of course, I'm joking. Only a little. But it's a 9-run game as we go to the bottom 6. It'll be Kennedy McKee up first.
It feels like the Thunder need a little bit of that sentiment from you. They need to take some belief here, bring it to the plate, get some positive things happen here and try and turn this around a little bit. They've got 2 more big games this week. This one's not over, but it's going to be tough to get your way back into it, especially if Cook is going to stay on the mound or the pitching rubber.
And we got some substitutions on the Silver Lake end of it. That was a nice segue into it, too. I appreciated that.
You're welcome.
So they're gonna get.
I do not have a 19 in my program.
They're gonna get Alana Brewster in for Michaela Connor. Michaela Connor was the designated player playing right field, and they're gonna get Brewster in for her.
Kennedy McKee steps to the plate here. She's 0 for 1 today.
Goes after the first pitch at the eyes. Well, she was right on top of that one, just missed it with the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But down in the count 0-2. Upstairs. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and that's strikeout number 9 for Cook. Up next will be Jordan Haverkamp, the left fielder.
Haverkamp also a strikeout victim, her first time at bat.
Upstairs. And that's what got Haverkamp in the first one. She could not lay off those ones
upstairs
at eye height. She has learned so far on that first pitch. And in the second one as well. So Haverkamp had in the count.
See if Cook brings it down in the zone here.
Fouled off. 2-1. No, still a little bit upstairs, but she brought it down a little bit. Swung on and missed. Now evens that count out at 2 apiece. Thing coming up. Nope. Right in there and blows it past her for strikeout number 10 on the day, and the second out in the 6th inning.
She saw me point.
Yeah.
Switched it up at the last minute.
Yep. You ever get tired of being wrong?
No. Sometimes I get tired of being reminded, but
I'll bring up top of the order, and Ava McKinley, 1 for 2. A little outside. 1-0. Off the end of the bat. In there for a catch. Nice job by the second baseman. Liggett coming up and charging on and making that shoestring catch. So as we go top 7, it's a 9-0 ball game in favor of Silver Lake. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
National Bank is truly a locally owned bank. It was started 40 years ago by a group of approximately 15 families in this Nemaha County area. Their desire was to have and to start a new banking institution, and they did. CNB is truly committed to the area and remains very locally owned. So stop by and give us a chance to be your financial partner.
Welcome back. Top 7, Silver Lake with a 9-0 lead, and Alex Burkett still back on the rubber for Nemaha Central. Who we got up first for Silver Lake?
They subbed in number 3, so that would be McKenna Harris is going to go into bat for Taylor Swigert. Harris, junior.
Of all the games that Silver Lake has played with Cooks on the mound, how many have actually gone into 7?
That I don't know. I know that they score a lot and they don't give up a lot when she's on the mound.
Yeah. Harris takes ball 1 low. Inside, 2-0.
Yeah, Burkett not quite as sharp as she has been here recently, fighting it a little bit.
And both Burkett and Garrity, both of them looked pretty good last night. Neither one of them as sharp with that command today. Shot out to second base.
Ooh, nearly had it.
Good attempt from the second baseman, McKee. Harris is on with a single. Well, that'll bring up Liggett, who's had a heck of a day. In the dirt, the runner is going. Throw down to second. They got her. So Harris did not get a good break. She almost broke after that ball hit the dirt. And, Hermish with a good throw right on the money.
Well, that's 2 caught stealing for Emma today, no? Did she throw somebody out earlier? Thought maybe she had somebody.
I don't think she threw anyone out. She had that nice read where she cut off the throw into home and threw the girl out.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Shot foul down the third base side. So 1-1 the count. Shot out to McKinley at shortstop. Bobbles it a little bit, throw over, and that's going to sail over top of Nordis's head. Liggett is going to be on second with a single and an error. They're going to get a substitution. We're going to get number 21 in here.
Is that a 1 or a 7? Yeah, 27.
27, okay. That's going to be Marley Vandevelde. She's going to be batting in the spot that Haney was previously in.
So I can give you a little bit of a funny anecdote here, Cody. Alex was on the Thunder, I don't know, it's the Thunder feed that you can see on the app there for game day. I think it was last week. Swing and a miss there by who came in?
Vandevelde.
But she has a face in the picture that she was not thrilled with. But if you watch her between pitches, just look at her face, and it's the same expression. She looks very angry most of the time between pitches.
That's awesome. I'll have to give her a hard time when I see her.
Well, just give her a look here. It's a pretty good face. I can see why they went with it.
Popped up. McKee is underneath of it. Has it for the out. There's 2 outs now. I'll bring up Lowry.
And for the folks at home, I wish I could describe it better for you, but it's just it's a mix between anger and anguish. I don't know what to make of it.
Working backwards in the count to Lowry. Starts her off with a changeup in the dirt.
I mean, I had assumed when I initially saw the picture of her face, she was looking at an umpire that maybe didn't, give her the call that she thought she deserved.
Yeah, she's always been – I've never known her to make facial expressions. She's always that even keel, completely sober throughout.
Yeah, she's pretty stoic.
Yeah. Fouled up and out of play. Still 2 outs, 9-0 game in top 7. So we'll go the distance, regardless of what happens. Lowry popped it up and back and out of play. For those that are just joining us, we're set up and here, so we are going to broadcast the JV game that's being played after this. Bo's going to take over as a outstretched dive. Ava McKinley run's going to come across. So that makes it a 10-run game, but we are going to stay here. We're going to be broadcasting the JV game. We're already here. I mean, might as well include those girls as well. They've worked hard all season long. Get their time on the stream.
Yeah. We can discuss some promotion ideas we've had.
Upstairs, that one gets past Emma Hermish.
Maybe welcome back an old friend or two, It'll be a great time.
You got someone queued up?
Well, there's a certain player down at Silver Lake that former NC student.
Oh, okay. Swung on, belted towards center field, but Hamas is there. I got it right.
And that'll retire the side. The Thunder are going to come up with some work to do here, down 10-0. Let's see if they can get anything done.
Yep. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
Welcome back. Bottom 7, Nemaha Central's got a long ways to dig out of this one. Down 10 runs going into the bottom of 7. Silver Lake is...
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go to Moeller there on the mound.
They're going to change their pitcher, and they're going to get a little work to Riley Moeller, the sophomore.
I believe she is their regular second pitcher, but I would have to go and look at their stats.
Yeah, decent speed. First couple have not been located very well, but that could be a multitude of things. 2 pitches. Pretty small sample size to be saying anything about that.
Yeah, and I mean, she gives up runs, which is going to look like a lot just because, I don't think Kendrick Cook really gives up that many runs. So no matter what you do, you're going to be held to a standard that's probably a little unfair.
So it'll be Marin Heinen, followed by Emma Hermish and Alex Burkett, the 2-3-4 hitters for Nemaha Central.
Yeah, and like you said, if you're NC here, you can't win this game on one swing. Like, you've got a lot of work to do, so let's get up to the plate here, get some good things going, try and take some positivity away from this game. And if you're able to play at 11, it'll be a heck of a night,
Swung on, head towards left field. Wendy camped underneath of it, secures it for the catch. She didn't have to move hardly at all.
Yeah, took a little bit of a route and then it tailed, and she was right there for it.
So that'll bring up Emma Hermish, who got robbed of a home run by Wendy in left field earlier in the game.
Yeah, and that breeze picking up again here. Anything we get up in the air is probably going to struggle to get out.
Foul back and into the fence. Hermish puts a charge into it. Haney retreating, but she makes the catch on it. So 2 loud outs to start the 7th inning, but 2 up, 2 down. And Alex Burkett is their last gasp.
It's a strikeout victim and a fly out to center.
Strike called. I think that was the adjustment pitch, changing speeds, because she looked like she thought about it, but she was going to be way out front. Ball in the dirt.
Yeah, these hitters they're not all that different from us. They watch the pitchers warm up. They may see her throw a few in the dirt, maybe want to see a pitch here or there. Make her throw you one before you get too crazy about a swing.
Inside, and you can sit there and time up the pitcher all you want in the batter's box or in the on deck circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you're in the box.
Yep.
So instead of, and that's fine, 0-0 count, first pitch. Take that one so you can time her up.
Well, she's 3-1 here. She's taken everything so far. See what her approach is here with a 10-0 deficit, probably a take pitch.
Upstairs, and Burkett is on with a walk, and that's going to bring up Garrity.
So there's a little bit of positivity. Let's see if we can get a little more positivity here with Reagan Garrity. Maybe a big fly. 10-2 is better than 10-0.
Sure.
Just keep working.
In the dirt. Burkett staying at first base.
Yeah, nice block there by the catcher.
That was. Nice slide over and drop down. See if Garrity can't do something here.
He's going to get into the gap.
Yep, does shoot it into the gap.
Oh,
and
hell of a
she caught it. Oh, my gosh. What a catch to end the game from Caitlin Haney, diving to secure the win for Silver Lake. That was an absolute spectacular catch.
Yeah, maybe the best catch we've seen all season here.
Yeah. So, all right, so we're going to take a break. Nemaha Central drops the game 10-0 in 7 innings to Silver Lake. We're going to take a quick break, and the JV team is going to get out there and warm up, and we're going to have some fun broadcasting a JV game for those girls as well tonight. So
yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. So you're watching SCTV. We'll be back after a little bit. Thanks for watching.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Germantown. Mavericks.
Mary Road.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community, the fan base, and just the support and encouragement that you get from your family and your friends is great.
The hardest thing about cheer for me is tumbling, because I'm actually a dancer outside of school, and so the tumbling dynamics versus the dance dynamics was totally opposite.
I feel like choir has given me just such great memories. We are always just, singing with our harmonies or with other people, and it's just so cool. It's so fun.
One of my favorite memories from cross country this past year was when my team made it to state. At the race, everyone picked up their games. And when the 5th guy crossed and he made it, everyone was just so excited and like outbursts, couldn't control their feelings.
By playing basketball, I learned that I can almost do anything I want. If I set my mind to it, I can achieve my goals if I have a plan.
A great reason to get yourself involved in sports and activities is to meet new people and create new relationships, experience new things, and do stuff that you've never done before.
My reason why is commitment.
My reason why is passion.
Friendships.
Pride. My reason why is to keep going.
I'm Erica Bletcher, and I'm a nurse practitioner, and I work in the wound clinic. Often, non-healing wounds can affect a patient's mobility, it can affect their health, and just their overall quality of life. If wounds aren't being healed, then it can also cause infection, we can cause hospitalization, more serious health conditions, and even sometimes surgeries, amputations, or death. So at the wound clinic here, we kind of look at all of that and work with patients to develop a treatment plan to get them back home and get those wounds healed as fast as possible. Growing up here, I loved the people, I love the community, so being able to come back here and work with wounds and work with the patients is the best part. I love just healing wounds, I love interacting with them, I love creating an individualized treatment plan with them and getting them back to their daily livings, and I love seeing them outside walking around healthy, happy.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Germantown. Mavericks.
Mary Road.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community, the fan base, and just the support and encouragement that you get from your family and your friends is great.
The hardest thing about cheer for me is tumbling, because I'm actually a dancer outside of school, and so the tumbling dynamics versus the dance dynamics was totally opposite.
I feel like choir has given me just such great memories. We are always just, singing with our harmonies and with other people, and it's just so cool. It's so fun.
One of my favorite memories from cross country this past year was when my team made it to state. At the race, everyone picked up their games, and when the fifth guy crossed and he made it, everyone was just so excited and outbursts, couldn't control their feelings.
By playing basketball, I learned that I can almost do anything I want. If I set my mind to it, I can achieve my goals if I have a plan.
A great reason to get yourself involved in sports and activities is to meet new people and create new relationships, experience new things, and do stuff that you've never done before.
My reason why is commitment.
My reason why is passion.
Friendships.
Pride.
My reason why is to keep going.
My name is Rich Vernon. I've been the sheriff for Nemaha County since 2006. I've actually been employed by the Nemaha County Sheriff's Office back since 1990. That puts me in my 30th year of law enforcement here in Nemaha County. Now, I grew up in this county. I'm a lifelong resident. I've lived in this county. I grew up in the 80s. There was a lot of alcohol consumption back then. I know a lot of parents look at it like we did it when we were kids, so why can't our kids do it? If you, as a parent, or your children actually allow people to come into your homes or on your lands and drink or consume alcohol or even possess it, then you could be held liable for this law. This law carries penalties up to a $1,000 fine, and it is a Class A misdemeanor, which can actually include jail time. I can tell you, after doing this for 30 years and spending those years pulling young men and young women out of ditches lifeless, that has changed my attitude towards alcohol and towards its consumption of minors greatly. And I hope and pray that anything you can do to keep that from happening in the future, you will do, and try to keep our young children alive. Thank you.
Being one of the top investment custodians in the country is something we're proud of, but we are even more proud that we made it happen from right here in Seneca. C&B Custody is the best in our industry because of our people that were raised in this community knowing how to work hard, on farms, in small businesses, in sports, and at some of the best schools around. Our Kansas values mean we know how to treat our customers right, something our competitors can miss. Working as a team, we accomplish big things every day.
My name's Kurt Sudbeck. I'm the Director of Ancillary Services here at Nemaha Valley Community Hospital. I'm a physical therapist and an athletic trainer, and I've been here at the hospital for 17 years. Being a rural facility, our staff's well-versed in treating a wide variety of patients. This ranges from your standard post-operative orthopedic procedures, such as total joints and rotator cuff repairs, to other ailments such as generalized weakness, balance deficits, and other conditions. Honestly, if it has to do with range of motion, balance, strength, or pain, we've probably seen it at some point in time. Our patients range from infants to the elderly and everything in between. I think what makes Nemaha Valley Community Hospital and our rehab department special is that all of our staff come in with the mindset that they're here for the long term, and this creates continuity for our patients. Many of our staff members are locally raised and have long-term standing ties within this community. When you have these types of relationships, you cannot help but be fully vested with the care you're delivering. I think the biggest thing that we want our community to know is that we take your care seriously. I've always been a firm believer that you should not have to sacrifice quality when you choose to stay in the rural setting. Our staff's dedicated to caring for the community. We like to have fun when the opportunity presents itself, but more than anything, we want our patients to succeed. We know you have an option when it comes to choosing your health care, and we appreciate the opportunity to help you succeed.
I'm Tina Palick, Therapy Services Director of Nemaha Valley Community Hospital. Occupational therapy helps people of all ages lead independent and productive lives by helping to restore their ability to complete daily living tasks. This can include basic self-care tasks, such as getting dressed or taking a shower, to more specific fine motor control tasks, such as being able to write. Our staff utilizes exercise and stretches, modalities, assistive devices, and evaluation tools to assist patients with their recovery. We also partner with the area schools to provide occupational therapy services to students who have developmental delays, fine motor coordination difficulties, or physical and cognitive limitations. Our occupational therapy staff also provides on-site workstation evaluations to ensure safe and ergonomic work sites for the hospital staff, therefore decreasing the opportunity for injury or re-injury. Lymphedema therapy is another service that we provide.
It's going to be delayed. Guitar and trying to sing. Huh? When have you ever picked up an instrument in your entire damn life? Oh, you gotta wait. Yes, I sing flat. You gotta wait until they start. Play me a song. They'll start when the game gets ready to go. No, that's the other camera. Yeah, there's two of them. Yeah. There's this camera. Yeah. There's another one. There's another one down there. It works out really well. We're all on the same team here. Yeah, it's on the other side of the dugout. Yeah, it's hot. It just sounds like everybody else. Yeah. Unless that thing's right in front of your face. Judd's gonna listen to you guys. He's in for a treat.
Can I go over there and sit on the chair?
Over there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should be able to go that far. He's came up in the booth with her in the before basketball games came to South Western World the headsets. Nice. I almost had it. What?
I can hear them. Here's somebody talking.
What? No.
Like when that thing, I just heard it. When I hit the thing, I'm like.
Just have people. Oh, the cameraman is back in town. You think you're gonna need a beanie? At some point. When? I don't know. Soon. It's getting cold. Yeah, it's getting cool. It was like 60 degrees in KC this weekend, and there were 3. I had like one of these things on, full-on sweatshirt, pullover jacket, my hood, my beanie, my blanket. Yeah. It's freezing. I don't know. I think it's like cold 8. I'm not sure the last like 2 years I've always cold. Yep. When they're on deck, less stuff to start. All right. When they're on deck, you gotta come down. There's one on there. All right. You gonna pay him? Heck yeah. He'll be fine.
I heard you.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Can you hear me? All right, we're getting set to go in the second game of this series. It's going to be a JV matchup.
Got the all-star crew here with me on production and our third man, Mr. Judd Jones, on content monitoring for us.
Yep, so we're kind of switching things up. Caleb Ridenauer is taking a back seat to Bo Burkett doing the production, trying to get somebody else to learn the production truck and how it works a little bit. So in case Caleb can't make it in the future, we got someone that could jump on. So I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
And we got
see how well Caleb can run this camera. There's one job now.
So, yep, and we got Judd Jones here. He's going to be our guest caller throughout the game. When one of his sisters comes up to bat, and he's going to be the one that gets the call. Here. Let's take your mic off real quick. Go ahead and put that on.
Hello.
How you doing, Judd?
I'm doing pretty good.
You excited?
Yeah.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Remember, every time your sister comes up to bat, when she's on the deck, you got to come down here, and we're going to put the headset on you, and we're going to leave the call to you.
All right, awesome.
Sound good? All right, here we go. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we got that to look forward to. We're going to have a lot of fun in this JV game, get some of the girls on the JV some love too. You know, they've been working their butts off all season, and they don't get the advantage of watching themselves on the stream and going back and looking at the replays and stuff. So give them an opportunity. We were all set up for the varsity game beforehand, and we just said, you know what, we might as well stay and do the JV game.
Yeah, we have so much fun doing it, and these girls deserve an opportunity to get out there for you guys to see. So
yeah,
happy to bring them to you. Plus, you get the bonus of getting a break from me and getting to listen to Judd for a little bit.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So Nemaha Central taking the field to start things off. Looks like we're going to have Kennedy McKee towing the rubber for the girls.
You got the lineup call? You want me to run down it? I think I know everybody out there.
Go for it.
Looks like we got Brooklyn Uphouse over at first base. Adrian Sudbeck will be at second base. I actually don't have an actual lineup in front of me, so we might have to wing that one as they come up. As Cody said, Kennedy McKee towing the rubber. Looks like Jolie Jones at shortstop. Nia Holthouse will be at third base. Danica Wirtz rounds out the infield at catcher there behind the plate.
Nope, that's
not Danica. Is that Alexis?
That's Alexis. Danica is out in left field.
Danica is in left field. Got Lena McKinley in center field and Austin Jones in right field.
All right, and then we will get you the Silver Lake lineup as they come up to the bat, I guess.
That will be Cody's job since he has the
I got the scorebook.
You got there,
and
roster.
I got the roster in front of us.
Cody was complimenting the NC staff that puts together the rosters there, the game day rosters, for having their jersey numbers in order. It makes it a whole lot easier on your favorite broadcaster.
Yeah, and the ones that Silver Lake submitted, they are by grade. So
a little jumbled up for you there, huh?
Yeah, so a little tougher when you're trying to find a name.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've established here that you do have some trouble with numbers from time to time. So,
I mean, I'm not an accountant, so I mean, if it's ever required for my job or something, I would probably attempt to get better at them. But
I mean, it's not like you're in a business where you got to like measure anything or
that part's easy.
Count or
there's apps for that. So up first for Silver Lake will be number 26. It'll be Memphis Platt, Jr.
I believe she came in kind of late in the varsity game there, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First offering from McKee. Not sure. Didn't.
That is the latest strike call I have ever seen.
Yes. So this is going to be fun.
Yeah, 0-1.
Swung on and missed. Ahead in the count is McKee 2-0 or 0-2.
0-2. Numbers, tricky numbers.
Yeah, bar. Yeah. Yeah. For those scoring at home, fouled it back into the fence. A little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Platt. Swung on a miss for a strikeout. That's first out of the game. That'll bring up Michael Novotny. As many of you know, Michael Novotny was a student here at Nemaha Central for a long time, moved down to Silver Lake.
Yeah, a little earlier this year.
So a girl that both you and I have coached in rec league before, so we're both familiar with her, and not the first time she's seen Kennedy McKee either.
Yeah, and coached Michael in some travel ball a few seasons back. She played with Alex, my daughter Alex, for a while.
Swung on, line down the first base side, but foul. And she's down in the count 0-2.
McKee off to a good start here with a strikeout and worked ahead in that and up 0-2 pretty quickly here on Novotny.
Little dribbler up the third base side. It's going to be a tester. Throw over to one. In time. Good play by Nia Holthouse at third base. Good stretch from Uphouse at first. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, close play there. Nice job by the Thunder to get that ball up and record out number 2.
I did not catch a number.
11. Number 11.
All right. Rayleigh Alonzo.
Swing and a miss at the first offering there. Down 0-1 in the count.
Chase is after one upstairs.
McKee again working from in front here, 0-2 now.
Yeah, she was 0-2 at all 3 batters in this first inning. Upstairs, Alonzo held off.
Yeah, good purpose pitch there from McKee. Try and get one just up and out of the zone. See if you can't get her to chase on one that you can't do much with.
Strike 3 called right at the knees, and 3 up, 3 down. As we go to the bottom 1, it's a 0-0 ball game. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back. Thank you. Where's your sister at in the order?
National Bank is truly a locally owned bank. It was started 40 years ago by a group of approximately 15 families in this Nemaha County area. Their desire was to have and to start a new banking institution, and they did. CNB is truly committed to the area and remains very locally owned. So stop by and give us a chance to be your financial partner.
Welcome back. Bottom 1. It will be well, look at this. First up, we got Jolie Jones. So first up, we got Jolie Jones. We're gonna hand the headset off to Judd here.
Hello.
How we doing, Judd? What do you think? What do you think your sister's going to do at this at bat?
I feel like what?
What do you think your sister's going to do at this first at bat here?
I feel like she's gonna hit it into the grass.
Hit it into the grass?
I mean, like the first couple of tries, like I feel like she's gonna miss it, like I don't know, 2 times. But
Feel like she's going to miss it a few times, but then she's going to hit it to the grass?
Yeah.
I think she's going to jump on a pitch up in the zone early, and she's going to hit one into the gap. How's that sound?
Maybe.
All right, well, this is your call. You got to say Jolie Jones steps into the box.
Jolie Jones steps into the box.
Oh, what's your call on that? Swing and a miss.
Yes.
It's down in the count now, 0-1. Ooh, swung on and missed again. She just got some work to do, doesn't she?
Yep.
What you got to do when you're down 0-2? You got to protect that plate?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a tough one to take. Right inside. But it was a good call.
Yep.
She's battling, trying to get her way back up there.
Yep.
Oh, Swung on and what'd you say? Bad? Make sure you tell her that tonight.
I didn't say bad. I said, dang it.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's going to bring up Alexis Beebe DeShong. We'll get you back up here for your other sister. Good job, Judd.
All right, bye.
That was Judd Jones on the call.
Dynamite job by Judd there.
That was great. He's going to join us every time one of his sisters comes up to the bat. We got Alexis Beebe DeShong, 1-1. Fouls it back and into the net. Backstop, whatever that is. Mallory Cortan, the pitcher for the Eagles. Outside pitch. Evens out the count to 2-2. 3-1, excuse me. Yeah, word numbers again. We've established.
I need my game changer back to run the scoreboard. Called strike there.
Yep, so now
it's a
full count, yep. We've already established numbers are not my forte.
Words, numbers. We're making a list here, Cody. It's getting a little long.
I've got this far in life by just my looks. Gets a strike call on the outside part of the plate, and Lexus is rung up looking. But, yeah, I mean, one day my looks are going to run out, though, and I'll be left with nothing. So, hasn't happened yet.
Uh-huh.
So that'll bring up Danica Wirtz. Swung on, that's going to reach the seats.
I feel like you might get a text at some point here during this broadcast.
From my many admirers out there?
Well, the one admirer in particular.
The one that's in charge, yeah.
Yeah. Confirming you're smashing good looks.
Swung on a miss for Danica. Down in the count 0-2. 2 up, 2 down for Nemaha Central early on.
Yeah, the Silver Lake pitcher attacking the zone.
Outside, 1-2.
And NC hitters so far have looked like they've been pretty aggressive. Maybe a little too aggressive from time to time, but.
A little low, and that evens out the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So
another full count here.
Yep, Danica works it from 0-2 to 3-2. So nice patience at the plate from the freshman. Foul tip into the catcher's glove, and she's out. So 3 up, 3 down for Nemaha Central as well. And we go to the top 2. You're watching Thunder Softball on S.
Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
Welcome back, Thunder fans. I have Kennedy McKee back out to work the top half of inning number 2 here. Struck out the side in the first inning. Looks like she's going to face Mariah Cortan for Silver Lake. Cortan steps in.
All right, I'm back.
Key on the rubber here, and Here's the delivery. A little low.
A nice block from Alexis behind plate. We have number 52, or is that 32?
I think it's 52. Is it?
Shot out to Sidbeck at second base with a nice play.
Yeah, good read there by Adrian. Able to come up with it.
There's 52.
Yeah, I believe it. Is that the pitcher?
Your guess is as good as
mine.
mine.
I'm asking.
That'll bring up number 18. I don't see an 18. Oh, wait, no. That'll be Mallory Cortan.
A little low there from McKee again to start off. Ball 1.
Had Mariah Cortan last time. This will be Mallory Cortan. They're both freshmen, so must have some set of twins. Upstairs, 2-0. In there for a strike call right at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on, a little dribbler up over top of the shortstop. Not a dribbler, a little Texas leaguer, excuse me.
Yep.
She hit that, I don't think she hit that much more than 3 or 4 inches above her hands. That was way in on her hands, but she fought it off enough to put it out there in some open space.
Yeah, and you want to, if you're McKee, keep working from in front. You know, you get behind a little bit and have to give them something to swing at.
We're going to have a pinch runner at first. It will be Alessandra Gerber.
Probably
a courtesy runner. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out is the
throw down second on the steal. Gerber is in safely. Up to bat, we got Josie Swaim.
Oh.
Josie with a good attempt by Alexis to try and catch that with a dive, but it rolled back into her. No chance to get the runner at first. So we'll be runners on the corners now for number 17, Michaela Connor. Still no runs across. 1 out. Runners at the corners.
Yeah, McKee's starting to work down into the bottom part of this Silver Lake lineup. Well, they need to take advantage here and try and get out of this inning. Pause and play to take care of a shoelace here on first base. Home plate umpire suggests Velcro.
Did he really?
He absolutely did.
I didn't catch that. Upstairs, good snag by Alexis. Keep that from going to the backstop.
Yep, runner advances over to second base there on defensive indifference. No throw from NC. Want to keep that runner at third.
Oh, swung at the high one. That one gets past Alexis
down
at the plate, and that's going to score 1. So that's the first run of the ball game. It's a 1-0 lead for Silver Lake. That moves the runner up to third base as well. So still an RBI opportunity for Connor. Swung on back into the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Getting the hang of it over there yet?
Sure. I mean, I about reset the count after that last foul ball because I thought it was a new batter, but, you know, I grabbed the next vine, and here we are.
Good block behind the dish. And McKee having a little bit of control. She's been really low when she's been missing.
Yeah. Which, if you're consistently missing, usually that means there's an adjustment to be made. So hopefully a easy fix there for her.
That's going to be ball 4. So once again, we got runners on the corners, and that will bring up number 10. I don't have a number 10 in my – oh, wait, yep, I do. Ashley Hanna. In there for a strike called. That looked good. Connor did take second base on the pitch, so now runners at second and third. First base is open, still just 1 out in the inning. Shot down the first base line, but that's going to be foul.
Just foul. That probably would have cleared him.
Yeah. Easily would have.
Yep.
So 0-2 count to Hannah.
See if McKee can take advantage here. She does.
It's 2 down now in the inning. I didn't catch the number, did you?
I did not.
Swung 24, swung on over to third base, throw over to 1.
Ooh, can't quite dig it.
And the runner comes around going all the way, so 2-run score on an infield single to third base. And it's a 3-0 lead. That one was trouble right off the bat. You didn't hit that hard enough to really get a good throw on it. She was charging in. It's going to be a close play either way.
Yeah, and I think Naya felt the pressure there, that runner coming up the first baseline, and had to make a quick throw, just not quite there, and Uphouse couldn't make the dig on it.
So it's 3-0 ball game. Still top 2, 2 outs.
1-0 count here. Yeah, but Key's still fighting it just a little bit here. She's missing low and kind of low and away here when she's missing. Like I said, usually that consistent, repeated missing in the same spot, you can find a little bit of an adjustment.
In there for a strike call, and this is the top of the order, Platt. They turned it over, so Platt a strikeout victim, her first at-bat. Foul down the third base side.
Right there.
Fouled and back into the backstop, stays alive. Still 2-2 count.
It's like everybody's having a good time at the JV game here. We've got a tent being built to our right.
Just caught enough of that, did Platt, and stay alive. Here's the 2-2 pitch in the dirt, and that one bounces away from Alexis.
Allow that runner to move up to second base now into scoring position.
Tough bounce. One of those ones that came right off the plate. Swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. So Silver Lake gets 3 across. Bottom 2 we go. It's a 3-0 ball game. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Being one of the top investment custodians in the country is something we're proud of, but we are even more proud that we made it happen from right here in Seneca. C&B Custody is the best in our industry because of our people that were raised in this community knowing how to work hard, on farms, in small businesses, in sports, and at some of the best schools around. Our Kansas values mean we know how to treat our customers right, something our competitors can miss. Working as a team, we accomplish big things every day.
Looks like we'll get Brooklyn Uphouse with the lead off for the Thunder here, followed by Lena McKinley, and can't quite see who's in the hole over there, but we'll find out soon enough. Thunder find themselves in a 3-0 hole here to start this inning. Kennedy McKee started off pretty well there, struck out the side in the first inning, maybe lost that command just a little bit there in the last half inning.
Upstairs, Brooklyn Uphouse. In there for a called strike. That'll even out the count of 1 apiece. Offered at, missed. Now down to 1-2.
So I believe the Cortan are the pitcher catcher there. They're the battery as well as the.
That's strike 3. As Uphouse offers at it.
Bring up Lena McKinley here.
Looks like Kennedy McKee is on deck. Lena lays down a nice bunt. Right back to the pitcher. Throw over to 1 in time, though. Good job by number 18, Cortan, Mallory Cortan, charging up on that ball. You want that bunt to go a little bit left or right.
Yeah, maybe not quite as far out there, too.
Yeah.
But McKinley with good speed. We see her at the varsity level running the bases a lot of times for Reagan Garrity.
Hot shot to third base. That's going to be a base hit for Kennedy McKee. That's going all the way to the wall. McKee is in second, and she's going to try and make third. And she's going to get thrown out at third. It was a good slide, and it was a high tag, but she was thrown out by 2-3 steps.
Yeah. Bit of a gamble there. Probably could have made a little bit better decision, but on 2 outs, she'll take a little bit of a gamble to move her up there to third.
There was a little bit of hesitation between around second, so that's where it got her. So we'll take a quick break and be back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. Rainbow Communications, Sailor Insurance, Elk State Bank, United Methodist Church, and Water Conditioning of Seneca. 3-0 ball game as we go top 3. That'll bring up Michael Novotny.
Already turned it over there, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Michael hitting out of the 2-hole for Silver Lake.
A little low in the zone for ball 1. Once again, just a little bit low, like we said, and she's been just consistency low.
Yep.
Maybe stride out a little bit more. Not sure.
Boy, if I could tell you how to fix a pitcher, I wouldn't pay somebody to tell Alex and Ellie how to do it.
Just a little upstairs.
Yeah, looks like she's probably trying to make an adjustment there.
In there for a strike.
Thought maybe somebody had let the air out of a balloon.
That was a strange call. And that's ball 4. Michael Bahia on first base. With an aggressive round of first base as well.
Yeah, you got to be careful there.
Yeah.
If you're rounding with the ball in the pitcher's circle, you have to go to 2.
Alonzo pops it up, and that's going to hit the crow's nest back there. 0-1.
Yeah, the good old look-back rule there. You really need to be careful.
A little off the end of the bat. Adrian Sidbeck is there to make the catch.
No advancement by Navanti there. Crack stat keeper, Cody on top of it.
Yeah, I saw. Well, once I didn't have the lineup, I got the first 3 batters in, and it didn't work out very well. As she swings, throw down to second, that's going to get past the fielder.
Too there. Yep.
This is Mariah Cortan.
I believe we're sitting at an 0-1 count here. Don't know that we saw a signal from the umpire on that one.
Oh, did we hear the Eric escape the balloon? There's the 1 strike. All right.
We did indeed.
So 0-1 count to Mariah Cortan with Novotny sitting at second. Swung on, popped up to the left field. Wirtz coming in, can't make the play.
Got to play at 3 here.
Then the ball gets away, and there's going to be a play at the plate. Here it comes,
and
they do get Novotny at the plate. Had a lot of scrambling around and ended up with the catcher, Alexis Bibi DeShong, applying a nice tag.
After winning the foot race to home plate there to take the throw and get the tag on. Nice job by DeShong.
And got the high five from the umpire, too. It's always nice when you see the umpires compliment the kids. That was a good play. So Mariah Cortan is sitting on third base after all that. And her sister, Mallory Cortan, is up to bat. Low and away. Ball 1. Swung on and missed. Now leaving out the count of 1-1.
Yeah, Thunder on the right side of kind of a circus play there, but
varsity
still, game there. We had a few plays like that, and unfortunately they seem to all go against the Thunder.
Inside, and she's going to make a break for it. Alexis gets on it pretty quickly, and Cortan is forced to retreat to third. Swung on a miss, and now she's down in the count. Says 2-2 up there. Is that correct? I have a 1-2.
I have 2-2 on my scoreboard.
Fouled off and out of play. Didn't hear a thud, so it must not have hit anything.
And normally I've got my game changer going, and the junior varsity I don't believe runs a game changer. If they do, I'm not running it for them. So, but I feel a little lost sitting here without it.
Nice block behind the dish.
McKee on another full count here.
Good shot to the gap. That one's going. And that lands a good 30 feet past the fence. So Mallory Cortan hits a shot to left center field and drives in 2. Just like that, it's a 5-run game.
That was up there. It looked pretty good coming off the bat.
Yeah, it looked good, and that had good backspin on it. That thing just kept carrying. That'll bring up number 28, Josie Swaim. Foul tip, and Lex caught it, and that'll be strike number 2.
Good to see her work from in front there again. Pretty effective there in the first inning, working 0-2 counts.
Upstairs.
Drop third strike.
Throw down to first to complete the play, and they do. So we'll take a quick break, and Nemaha Central will get their chance in the bottom 3 after the break. You're watching Thunder Softball, SCTV.
There's a place where we all come together. A place where everyone
Thanks, man. Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. Rainbow Communications, Sailor Insurance, Elk State Bank, United Methodist Church, and Water Conditioning of Seneca. Up next, we got Sophie Ridenauer.
Running again. Are we live?
We are live. Welcome back. So we got Sophie Ridenauer leading off. Then we got Austin Jones after that. So you ready? You going to come on next? All right, we got Judd waiting in the wings. He's going to be ready to come on to call Austin's at-bat as Ridenauer offers at the first pitch. Upstairs, good hold. That'll even things out at 1 apiece. Ooh, didn't mean to go all the way around. Got a piece of it. 1-2. Swung on a miss and drop third strike. They're going to have to throw down to first base to complete it, and they do. So that'll bring up Austin Jones. And we're going to get Judd in here again. Can you put him on? All right, what's your sister going to do on this one?
I honestly think she's going to, hit it. Oh.
We got foul tip back into the screen. She nicked it, yeah.
Yeah, she nicked it. The second try, I feel like she's going to miss it. Then miss it. Then the third try, yeah, sure.
That's great. Well said, Judd. Ooh, that's a inside pitch called for the strike. I'm not sure Austin liked that call. What do you think? So she's down in the count 0-2. See what she can do. Oh, swung on and missed, and she goes down swinging. Oh, that was a good try, and that'll bring up Adrian Sidbeck. You want to do one more with us?
Sure.
All right, we'll stay on with Adrian Sidbeck, freshman.
All right, let's see.
So if Adrian can get on, you got your other sister. As Adrian puts the button down.
Go.
And throw over to one is in time. That's going to record the final out of the inning. So Jolie will come up to start off the next inning. We'll get you back on that one. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Great job, Judd. Here we go. Well, you're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
There's a place where we all come together. A place where everyone knows your name and what the usual means to you. A place for conversations and for comfort. The best biscuits and gravy in town. We know what it means to love a community, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some more of our sponsors. TFI Family Services, Souther Building Supply, Crestview Nursing Home, Farm Bureau Insurance, Community National Bank, and Ag Partners. So if there's been any has things been going smooth for you over there?
Yeah, I think I froze a commercial somewhere there at one point, but we ran it in the last break, so caught up there.
All right. Like we said earlier, we're using this opportunity to get Bo some work on the production truck.
I mean, other than when I talk to Caleb and forget that I'm on the air with you, I think it's gone pretty smoothly.
Well, Judd's been doing a pretty good job. If you want to hand over the reins to him, you can focus on the production truck. As we're even in the count.
Training my replacement already, are you?
Still 5-0 ball game, 1-1 count. Swung on, a little dribbler down the third base side, foul.
I feel like the Thunder could use a quick inning here. They need to get back at the at-bat and get the bats going.
Yep, and Corton's really been doing a good job pitching for Silver Lake in this. Shot back up the middle for a base hit. Good job by McKinley to get to it and get it back in quickly. Holder at 1. So that'll bring up Ashley Hanna. With a runner on first. Nobody out. That one gets past the catcher, and runner will move up. Now you got a runner in scoring position for Hanna. Does square around a bunt, pulls it back, and strike called. Not sure if she was squaring around, and the runner at second didn't get the call.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Usually when you square around like that, you're trying to distract the...
Yeah, put that bat right in the eye line of your catcher there. And now she
now
goes.
She takes third. Looks like she got her from our point of view.
Yeah, and I see what you say now about being blocked from this angle, like you can't see anything through the umpire and catch her and hit her.
Nice block by Alexis.
3-1 count here. Runner on third. Going to have an opportunity to hit a ball in play.
Back into the backstop. Put a good swing on it. Hanna did. Strike 3 called on the outside part of the place. Nice spot. And
big strikeout there for McKee.
And big strikeout call, too, from the home plate umpire, too. That's like a Savannah Bananas type strikeout. He took 4 or 5 steps up the line and then with the KO as it squares around to bunt. She did offer at it.
I don't know if you're familiar with his work in the field, but he I know he's famous with the Thunder varsity for a certain call he's made at one point.
Shot back up the middle. It's going to be a tough play, not in time. About all that Sidbeck could do. That ball was just placed perfectly, didn't have much heat to it, just kind of died there. No real play to be had.
And this second play, I feel like she's been on there with an infield ground ball and a play at first that the Nia Holthouse had come up on a ball earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Make it a sub here.
All right, we got number 8 for 26.
So in the varsity game.
That'll be Alessandra Gerber. She came in and pinch ran a couple times. Trying with the slap approach. Popped up, back to the backstop. As broadcasters, I think we should have themed innings.
Themed innings, you
like
say?
One inning, you and I talk like WWE wrestlers. One inning, we could broadcast it as if we're broadcasting golf broadcasts, you know. You were talking about.
I think I'm a one-trick pony in this, in that regard.
Throw down, she's underneath the tag. Ball got away from catcher Alexis just a little bit. Still a good throw down there. You don't think you could do a Ric Flair for an inning?
Yeah, I just don't think I have that one in me.
Could we do an inning broadcasting like it's a golf broadcast, like the Masters?
I mean,
swung on. That's gonna be foul ball.
Is it Johnny Weir that did the? Was he the A's baseball broadcaster? The one that does the during the Royals rain delay does.
Johnny Weir was a figure skater, wasn't he?
Was he? It's Johnny something. Anyway, he does the.
Foul ball, and
just adding strikes, Caleb. I'm just adding strikes. Have you ever seen a 1-3 count? Now you have.
Swung on a miss, and down goes Gerber. So that'll bring up Michael Novotny.
Big spot here for the Thunder.
Yeah, 2 outs. Runner on second, still in scoring position. Strike called. Good pitch on the inside half.
Yep.
Good block. Throw down to third.
Got a chance here.
Good job behind the dish from Alexis. Block that pitch and snap up and over to third.
Yeah, I thought they had a pretty good chance. It was a close play.
That was a good read by the runner. Upstairs. That's 2-1 the count. Good block. Again, she's really good at putting that one knee down, sliding over, and blocking
the body in front.
Yeah.
It's a important skill as a catcher.
In there for a strike call. Full count.
We'll see a lot of young catchers will like to try and reach and stop those balls from getting by as opposed to just.
And Novotny gets just a piece of it, stays alive. Yeah, they'll try and reach or trap it with a glove instead of sliding over and just becoming that brick wall that they need to be.
Yeah, they a young catcher will think they need it in the glove as opposed to letting the body block the ball and keep it in front.
In there for a called third strike. So it'll be 6-0 as we go to the bottom 4. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
We are looking for what everybody's looking for. The employee who wants to come to work, wants to do what's right for the company, the same thing everybody's looking for. In order to entice people, we have a really good benefit plan, great health insurance, ownership, believes in good benefits for our people.
All right, so welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV.
Hello, welcome back. You're watching
Thunder Softball.
Thunder Softball
on SCTV.
On SCTV.
Take time. Let's read off some of these sponsors.
All right. Rainbow
Communications.
Communications.
Sailor Insurance.
Sailor Insurance, Elk Street Bank.
Yeah. United
Methodist Church, Water
Conditioning of Seneca.
Conditioning of Seneca.
Nice job. All right.
All right.
You got Judd back. You have Jolie's up to the plate. What do you think she's going to do this time?
I feel like she's like going to nick it the first time, but then.
She's just going to get a nick the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, no. She's going to put that ball in play. She's going to rip one right down the left field line.
Maybe. Out.
Yep, that's foul ball.
All right, she is going to go again.
When you get home tonight, tell her to keep those bunts down to the ground. Don't pop them up.
What?
All right. When she tries to bunt, tell them to go down instead of popping them up.
All right.
Like that one.
Oh, that was close.
So now she's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes, so the bunt's going to be off.
Yeah, this is the last strike. And then out. Let's hope she gets this one.
Yep, let's see.
Oh. Going again.
Yep.
Okay.
That was ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Okay. Let's hope she gets this. Oh, out.
That was a good swing to stay alive, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Man, you've been doing this job for 5 minutes. Someone already brought you a cookie. That's not fair. Oh. Swung on and missed from Jolie Jones. She goes back to the dugout. All right, well, good job, Judd. We'll call you back when your other sister comes up.
All right, bye.
Bye. That was Judd on the call. I'll bring up Alexis. She squares around a bunt and gets it in the air.
Probably shouldn't eat my cookie on the broadcast, huh?
Oh, that's all right. I've given Mike a hard time at basketball broadcast for sneaking popcorn.
Yeah, Alex, nice enough to bring us some snacks here. One and one here to Alexis Beebe DeShong.
Popped up, and that's going to reach the seats. One ball, 2 strike.
Yeah, Cortana in control here.
Yeah.
Haven't really had, hasn't had much to deal with from the Thunder here tonight.
No, she's pitched a good game. Up and away. Should even things out at 2-2.
Yep.
Nice job. Spit on that one.
Yeah, works the count full here.
Upstairs, and Alexis earns a walk. Did we get a Billy O-ism in there?
Did we? I missed it. I couldn't hear over your chewing cookies.
I thought that's what you were laughing at.
I was wondering if anybody else could hear you out there.
No, I moved the mic away so you couldn't hear me chewing. That'll bring up Wirtz. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom 4. Alexis going, and they got her dead to rights. Not a great break and good throw.
Yeah, these If they are sisters, the Cortan girls really controlling this game right now.
Yeah. Yep, not being able to run and hadn't let a whole lot of people on base.
Yeah.
And both of them just freshmen, so it looks like we got a few more years to see these girls play.
Yep.
Shot to the second baseman, over to one in time. That might have been the hardest hit ball from from Nemaha Central.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we go to top 5, 6-0 ball game. You're watching Thunder softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Back out for the top of the 5th. Cody Steinlage can't stay away from the cookies. So he'll be with us in just a minute here. He was nice enough to take the headset off this time. Kennedy McKee will be back out to work the 5th inning. Thunder with a Thunder going to make a substitution here.
I'm pretty sure you baited your daughter into bringing me over cookies so you could just make fun of me for eating them.
I would never. I wonder if we didn't get a fly ball. Kind of medium depth there. Lena McKinley under it, makes the catch. Was that a re-entry? Did we have a courtesy runner in the last inning?
For one of the, no.
19 for 3. I'm trying to find your substitution there. And not doing my job on the production side. Just don't give me any bubble gum. It'll be okay.
Goes after a high one. That's going to be a tester for the shortstop. And Joey Jones is there to make the catch. So that'll bring up Mallory Cortan.
That's the roster there. The Aubrey Rottinghouse into right field for Austin Jones.
Shot to the shortstop, and Joey Jones makes a good break on it. That's the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. That was the cleanest inning of the game so far.
Yeah, good for the Thunder. Need to get something going off of it, though.
Yep, so we go to bottom 5. You're watching Thunder softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Some are old. Some are new. Some are just right. The perfect home is a place created from the thousands of memories shared within it. A place for laughter, a place for comfort, a place for family and friends alike. We know what it means to have a place we call home, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Thunder Softball here. Looks like Brooklyn Uphouse is going to lead us off.
I'm going to let Judd give a little color on this one.
I'm going to get Mr. Judd Jones back in here to do some color commentary. Cody's going to trust me to try and run the production and call the game. Judd, how's it going up there, buddy?
It's doing pretty good.
Looks like we're going to get a few substitutions from the Silver Lake side. I had the roster, I would tell you what those were, but since I don't, I'm going to let Cody handle that when he comes back on. Judd, do you want to add anything to that one there?
No.
Dynamite drop in. All right, looks like we're set to go here in the top half of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth, excuse me.
Yep.
All right, Judd, what do we think Brooklyn's looking for here?
I think she might be able to, like, hit it to the backfield.
That sounds good. Deep fly, right? Get a home run here. The Thunder could really use something.
Yeah.
Ball comes in high, 1-0 to Brooklyn Uphouse. So, Judd, are you playing baseball this summer?
Yes, I am.
What position do you play out there?
I sometimes play outfield.
It's my favorite spot. I love the outfield.
Yeah. I sometimes play third play. What? Third base.
Ah. You're a utility man. 3-0 to Brooklyn Uphouse here. Works herself into a count where she's probably taken all the way. Thunder need a few base runners to get back into this game. Ball 4.
All right.
Judd, why don't you hang on there, buddy? You're good luck.
Made it to first base.
Let's see what Lena McKinley steps up to the plate, see if she can do something here with a runner on one.
Let's see. I feel like she might be able to get that's
Looks like
foul.
She squared the bunt. Put it just a little foul there, trying to move that runner up.
I feel like this next one would be she might get to first place.
All right. We thinking she's going to square it up again, Judd, or is she going to lay down a bunt?
I don't know.
There she goes. Back to the pitcher. That's going to get your runner over.
She make it. Yeah. Wait,
Nice.
did she make it?
She was out at first, but she sacrificed, so we got the runner over to second. Brooklyn Uphouse standing out there on bag number 2. Nice job by Lena McKinley.
Yeah.
Little bunt right back out to the pitcher, and that'll bring up Kenya McKee. Try and help herself out a little bit here with a RBI.
Let's see what she can do. Let's hope she's better than my sisters.
Don't worry, Judd. We're only recording. I think, Judd, you may have been tattled on there. I think Cody's giving the goods to your parents. You gotta call them like you see them. That's the most important part of broadcasting.
Oh, right out.
Foul ball by Kennedy McKee there. She's quickly down 0-2. Uphouse remains at second base here. One down. Thunder kind of need to make something happen. I don't know if we'll see. You think we'll see Brooklyn move, try and take third there?
Yep. See if she can make it.
Looks like we had the home plate umpire was having a conversation with somebody.
I feel like she's gonna hit this one.
You got this one. We've got a call from Judd here. He thinks Kennedy McKee is gonna put it in play. Let's see how she does.
Oh, okay, go.
Got a piece of it there. Fly ball to the pitcher, and that's gonna put 2 outs up on the board for the Thunder here.
Okay, we got
I'll bring up Fia Ridenauer. See if she can't bring that run in from second base. I think I had a pronunciation and error there.
Oh, where'd that go?
As Caleb is giving me the evil eye. Swing and a miss there on a fastball. Is it not Ridenauer or is it Rittenauer? Ridenauer. That's what I said. There. Swinging and a miss at a good pitch there. Down 0-2.
hope she can make this one. Oh,
little squibber. She's going to have to
go.
Got a chance to get there.
Oh, did she make it?
Just got her.
I think she make it.
First base on a bang play there, and the Thunder get a runner on base, but can't really do anything with it there. And unfortunately, we'll head to the top of the 6th, still down 6-0. You're watching Thunder TV. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be an independent insurance agency? Here at SBS, it means that our customers can be confident in knowing they are getting the coverage they want for the most competitive rates. With our independent status, we are able to partner with multiple competitive companies to quote your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. Contact your local SBS office today to find out what an independent agency can do for you.
Welcome back. You're under softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital, and Shelter Insurance.
Looks like we're going to get a sub for the Thunder here. It'll be Lena Henick coming in for Nia Holthouse. Looks like she's headed into left field maybe. That'll move Danica
going to move up to third base, yeah.
Sorry, Lena into right field, and that'll move Aubrey into left field.
Aubrey Rottinghouse.
Rottinghouse, thank you. And as you said, Danica Wirtz moves into third base. That'll be ball 1 there from Kennedy McKee. Out to pitch her 6th inning of work tonight. Quickly 2-0 here to the batter.
Little dribbler back towards McKee. Throw over to 1 in time.
Thunder get a quick out there. That's going to be important going forward if they want to get back into this game.
What was the number on?
Number 17 for Silver Lake. That'll be
Michaela Connor. Right on top of that, just fouled it back into the backstop.
So this will be our last home game of the season, of the regular season. And then regionals will be in Marysville. So this is it for the Thunder here at Westfield.
Yep, got a couple of games against Jeff West for the varsity.
Yeah, that'll be down in Meriden
Thursday
night, and then we head to Marysville, I believe.
And then Marysville closes out, but then we have regionals at Marysville. So
yeah,
gets her swinging, and that's the second out of the inning.
2 down. Like we said, you're going to need a quick inning here to try and get back into this game. Well, we're a little late with all our promotion ideas.
Have you been thinking about promotion ideas?
Well, I came up with one idea for the race. Instead of hot dogs or presidents, we could use hobby horses. For anybody not familiar with a hobby horse, it's a stick horse.
Yeah. Yep.
Cody's very familiar with hobby horses. At least that's what he told me before we started broadcasting here.
I mean, we could have done it. Could have done it for the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
That was kind of the idea, right? We've got the Triple Crown going here. But we obviously have missed our opportunity given this is the last home game. And we did get the, blast the band in last night, so that was a lot of fun.
I mean, well, we roughly have 10.5 months to think of some new ones. As long as it doesn't go on to the back burner until next March.
I feel like by this time next year, we'll probably have doubled our ideas.
Well, I mean, just needs one more to double it as of right now. And gets her swinging. That's the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Kennedy McKee. Nice, efficient inning as we go to the bottom 6. It's still a 6-0 game. Silver Lake in lead You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Work-life balance, being 10 minutes away from my kids, my own home. There's so many benefits to being in a small company in your own town that you know people and you can go do those things. You can get to your kids' events and not worry about you're missing something.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our sponsors. SBS Insurance, United Bank and Trust, Nemaha Valley Motors, St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church, Cook and Company, and CNB Custody.
I feel like we had other ideas, promotional ideas. Wasn't there, what was it, Cow Pie Bingo? Was that, or Cow Bingo? How did that go? You were telling me about it earlier.
Yeah, Cow Bingo. That was on the football field at the last game of the year,
I was not familiar with this one, but Cody brought it to my attention.
Yeah.
It sounded like a good time.
Where you pay money where you think the cow is going to defecate first, in between the lines after the game is over, obviously.
You have to then get the cow onto the field.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that one a few times. That was always a lot of fun.
I mean, it sounds like a good time.
Not sure the custodial staff would appreciate that one over on the Thunder football field.
Aubrey Rottinghouse here to lead it off of the Thunder and works into a 1-1 count here. Cortan still out on the mound. Looks like we've got a new catcher in the game, or Silver Lake.
Swung on a miss by Rottinghouse. She's down 1-2 now. Is that number 9?
Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing past the chest protector.
I think it's Riley Moeller, number 9. Swung on a miss, and Rottinghouse goes down. I'll bring up Adrian Sidbeck.
Nobody on, one down for the Thunder here.
Sawed her off on the inside part.
Yep.
Nice pitch. These Cortan girls, well, Mariah not behind the plate anymore, but both of them have been impressive so far.
Did I get a strike on that one?
Inside. 1-1.
Yeah, Cortown on the mound especially has been really impressive tonight. Thunder haven't had a whole lot of ideas against her. As Sudbeck fouls off an offering there to go to 1-2.
Goes after one, a little up in the zone, fouls it back and out of play.
Yeah. 1-2 count there. You got to protect. As long as you get that bat head to it, nothing wrong with it. But
stay alive to see another pitch.
Yep.
Upstairs, and that's dropped.
Third strike.
Throw down to 1.
Is she going to be there?
She's going to beat it, yep. So Adrian Sidbeck is on as Silver Lake unable to complete the strikeout. We're going to Judd, you coming on to call your sister again? All right, we got Judd. He's putting on the headset. There you go. Yeah, putting on the headset. Welcome back, Judd. What's Jolie going to do in this at bat?
I feel like she might nick it, or
I think she's
I feel like she might hit it or just nick it. I don't know.
Upstairs as Adrian Sidbeck takes second base. So now your sister's got an opportunity to knock home Adrian Sidbeck with a base hit.
Yep. feel like she's going to hit it this time.
Ooh, chases one a little up in the zone.
Almost there.
Almost there, yep. So she's down in the count 1-2. She's got some work to do.
Yeah.
See if she can't fight her way back into this. Oh, swung on and missed. Tough luck night for Jolie Jones at the plate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. That'll bring up Alexis Beebe DeShong. What do you think Alexis is going to do?
I feel like she might hit it.
All right, well, we'll see. Squaring around the bunt, pulls the bat back. All right, yep, we'll take those back. Nice job, dude.
Say thanks to Mr. Judd Jones there for taking over for a few minutes for me.
As Alexis watches ball 2. Skip across there, 2-0 count.
Give big props to Judd there for jumping on. Might be the last time we get to hear him here tonight unless the Thunder gets something going here pretty quick. They're down to their last 4 outs in this game.
Yeah, this is going by quickly. In there for a called strike with a 3-0 count. She was taken all the way.
Yeah, good count to drive one. Just missed it.
Good pit, or good swing. Right on top of it.
Yep, looked like she got the pitch she wanted there, just couldn't quite catch up to it.
Strike 3 called right at the knees. That's a tough one. So as we go top 7, it's 6-0 ball game, Silver Lake. We'll be right back. You're watching SCTV.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Germantown. Mavericks.
Mary Run.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community, the fan base, and just the support and encouragement that you get from your family and your friends is great.
The hardest thing about cheer for me is tumbling because I'm actually a dancer outside of school, and so the tumbling dynamics versus the dance dynamics was totally opposite.
I feel like choir has given me just such great memories. We are always just, singing with our harmonies or with other people, and it's just so cool. It's so fun.
One of my favorite memories from cross country this past year was when my team made it to state. At the race, everyone picked up their games, and when the 5th guy crossed and he made it, everyone was just so excited and outbursts, couldn't control their feelings.
By playing basketball, I learned that I can almost do.
Welcome back, Thunder fans.
Welcome back. I was trying to find out it's welcome back on Siente de Mayo. Trying to do that in my head. The 6th of May doesn't get much love. The 4th of May is May the 4th, the Star Wars Day. The 5th is the Cinco de Mayo, and so I wanted to give some love to the 6th of May.
Sure.
So.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Crickets.
McKee out to work the 7th inning here for the Thunder.
He's behind in the count, 2-0. Good hold.
Thought we had a strike call on the first,
No, but is it 2-1? All right. I thought they were both ball. Swung on and missed. Emily Fisher, the batter, freshman for the Lady Eagles.
2-2 count here.
It's going to be trouble.
Yep.
Sidbeck tried to chase it down. I mean, that's just good placement. Not much you can do with that.
Right field deep enough there. She's not going to be able to make a play on it. That ball drops. Just looked like maybe it hit the dirt there, right where the grass and the dirt meet over behind first base. It's going to be hard for anybody to get over there and make that play.
Alessandra Gerber squaring around to bunt with that little bit of a what's that called?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Walking up in the box.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, she's trying to slap down.
Slap. All I could think of was the word swat. And I knew that wasn't it. I was close. Words are hard. Does get the bunt down, back over to McKee, throw over to one in time. Good job sliding over for Sidbeck and covering that. So one down in the inning. That'll bring up Michaela Novotny.
Yeah, good coverage by the Thunder. The Gerber gets the job done, though. Moves that runner up to second base now into scoring position with one down.
Michael, good.
Just off the glove of McKee there. Still got her at one.
Nice play. So that's going to go down as a 1-4-3 out. McKee, I thought she might have slowed it up too much after it hit off the tip of her glove for Sidbeck to get it over at first, but
yeah, picks it up, gets the ball over, and records the out. Runner moves up again, though, now only one base away.
Swung on back to the backstop for Riley Alonso, another freshman in this game.
Yep. I mean, pretty big play over there. You're going to force Alonso to actually get on base here, get a hit to bring this runner in.
Shot to left field.
She might have gotten a little more foul.
Yep. I kept tailing, and landed about, 8 inches foul?
Yep. Probably lucky for the Thunder there. That was definitely going to bring the run in and probably go for extra bases.
Yeah. So, no ball, 2 strikes. McKee ahead in the count. See if she can finish her off. A good job by Alonso just getting a piece of it and staying alive. Swung on and missed.
Nice job by the Thunder to battle out of that one there. Keep it at 6 runs. See if they can get something going here in their last opportunity.
Yeah, McKee's really settled in after that first couple of innings, and it's been a scoreless game since. But we have one last hope for Nemaha Central. Bottom 7 coming up. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
National Bank is truly a locally owned bank. It was started 40 years ago by a group of approximately 15 families in this Nemaha County area. Their desire was to have and to start a new banking institution, and they did. CNB is truly committed to the area and remains very locally owned. So stop by and give us a chance to be your financial partner.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Softball on SCTV. Let's take a moment to recognize some more of our sponsors. SBS Insurance, United Bank and Trust, Nemaha Valley Motors, St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church, Cook and Company, and CNB Custody. I believe that's the one I said last time, wasn't it? Let's do one more. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital and Shelter Insurance. A little twofer.
Nice work. I like how you expected that I was listening to what you were actually saying. That doesn't always happen on the broadcast. I've got a lot going on here, Cody, that's all.
Shot to third base. A little bobble throw over to one. That's going to be past the first baseman. Wirtz is going to take second base.
Nope. Hold up a 2 there. Kind of just what the Thunder needed at the right time there. Get that runner on, and not only is she on, she's a 2.
Yeah, and that'll bring up Uphouse. In on the hands, fouled it off.
Cortez Cortan trying to finish this game out for the Silver Lake Eagles. Had a pretty good night on the rubber there, but Wart's able to get on here with a double, get something going hopefully for the Thunder.
I would not be surprised to see Cortan up at the varsity level next year, maybe as that second pitcher for Silver Lake.
Yeah, could be. They, I believe they're fairly, I think they're older there on the varsity side. They may lose quite a few players, so you may see a few of these junior varsity players move on up.
Yeah, they're losing Cook. I'm not sure who their second pitcher is.
Yep.
But Cortan has impressed both of us, and her sister behind the dish, too, was really good, keeping those Thunder runners at bay.
Yeah.
A little outside, and it's 2-2. Shot down third base side, but foul. So we'll do it again. 2-2 the count to Brooklyn Uphouse. Upstairs, counts full. Throw back down to second. Not entirely sure the second baseman knew that ball was coming. She went to cover and it kind of hit her in the forearm.
Yep. Wart's back in there safely anyways.
In on the hands. Able to foul it off and stay alive. Fouled off, and good battle between Uphouse and Cortan.
Staying alive here, trying to find that pitch that she can do something with or get herself on, and let Lena McKinley come up here and try and drive in a RBI or two. Fouls off another one.
How many pitches in this at bat?
That is your job, sir. I've got a lot. Again, we've discussed.
Yeah.
Trying to run a production truck here. Call a game.
I'm not sure what all my duties are. It's just kind of wing it.
It doesn't show in the slightest.
Upstairs in Brooklyn Uphouse wins the battle and gets on base with a walk. That was a good battle between both of them.
Yep.
Brooklyn comes out on top for that.
You got runners first and second here for Lena McKinley.
McKinley squaring around to bunt. Nice bunt.
Let's see the wheels here.
And they do get her at first. That was a very, very nice play by the third baseman, number 17, charging up. Michaela Connor charging up with that scoop, and her momentum bringing her towards first base with a nice throw.
Yeah. Like I said, McKinley's got pretty good speed. We see her at the varsity to run bases and put down a nice bunt.
One thing she did that we work with the 36ers on is she took a kind of a banana cut to that ball, so she was square up with first base.
Yep.
As she received it. Shot up the middle, and that's going to get through for a hit. One run's going to come across. Second run's coming through. The play at the plate. She's in there.
McKee moves up to second on the throw there. Good read by her. And that'll get the Thunder on the board there with 2 runs.
Yeah. So 2 runs on the board, still just 1 out in the inning, and McKee sitting at second base with Sophie Ridenauer up to bat. This would be a good time to trade places with McKee.
Absolutely.
Just a little late on that. Good cut. Just a little bit underneath of it. She's down in the count quickly, 0-2.
Yep, going to have to go to work here. Saw a nice battle earlier from Brooklyn Uphouse to get herself on. Let's see if Sophie can do the same thing here.
Outside part got rung up looking. That's the second out of the inning.
Thunder down to their last out here. Runner on 2. The Aubrey Riding House again.
A little bit of late swing. Fouled it off into the backstop. Down in the count 0-1.
Wouldn't be surprised to see McKee on the move here.
Yeah, at least get that secondary lead, really push it out there.
Riding House down 0-2 here now, down to the last strike for the Thunder.
And here's the pitch from Corton in the dirt. Snap back throw to second. Nobody's there.
Luckily for Silver Lake, the center fielder was. Now, ball rolling around the infield there. But McKee remains at second.
That would have been a good delay steal. She had a little bit bigger secondary lead, but she wasn't very far off of the bag. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strike.
Might have been the end of the last snap throw we see from Silver Lake here, at least for a little bit. That's the second time we've seen that throw go to basically somebody not paying attention at second base.
And an outside part for called strike 3, and Silver Lake takes the game 6-2. So that concludes our season, regular season for SCTV. Should the girls advance, we're going to see what we can't do. We might try and get over to Marysville for a regional game. Should the girls advance to state, we will try and make that. But Bo, thank you for joining along once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me out. I've had a lot of fun with this. I look forward to keeping it up here as the Thunder move forward.
Yep, and if anyone has any ideas for promotions, let Bo know, or me. But if you tell me, it's going to go in one ear and out the other, so definitely let Bo know.
For sure.
And as always, Caleb Ridenauer doing a terrific job on the production.
Hold on, I'm getting a message here. Judd Jones, I think, wants to have a last word here, if we're okay with that.
Yeah, you want to say something, Judd?
Hello,
It's tougher than it looks, isn't it?
Make sure you are kind to everybody, and stay with the Thunder.
Absolutely. Great words.
Right.
Better words have never been said. Thank you, Judd. Thank you for all your help tonight as well. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. That was Judd Jones on the call there. We appreciated having him help us out tonight.
Yeah, wrapping us up for our regular season call here on SCTV.
Yep, so hopefully we can get an opportunity to bring you a game or two. Not sure how that's all going to work out. The logistics of doing a softball game on the road in a place you've never been to before are, there are massive obstacles. A lot of these places don't have Wi-Fi. Not sure where to set up, where you're going to see a game like we've came down here and cut out a spot in this fence and put plexiglass up so we can see. It's not really ideal to be staring through a chain link, so we're going to try everything we can to try and get any more games. We'll see how things progress. If they do go to state, we're obviously going to try and get down there and bring you those games. But as for the regular season, we are signing off. So once again, thank you, Bo. Thank you, Caleb. We've appreciated it. I've been Cody Sonlogie.
I'm still Bo Burkett.
You're still Bo Burkett. Alter ego has not kicked in yet.
No, it is not.
And that's Caleb Ridenour. Got an eye roll from him, for those that didn't know. That's Caleb Ridenauer on the production. Does a great job. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. We'll see you again.